Four wings are banged up. The only way I can let prisoners out of their cells is a landing at a time.
Won't stop us seeing Sam Beale, though.
No, but he's behind all this trouble, so I want your inquiry over as soon as possible. Otherwise, we'll have a full-blown riot on our hands.
The three suspended officers.
A good men. No real evidence against them. I had to suspend them for their own safety.
According to their records, two of them were involved in the death and custody incident 5 years ago.
Yes, and if you bothered reading the report, you would have seen they were cleared by the official inquiry. Senior Officer Sinton will take you up with the twos and take care of anything you might need.
Thank you, Governor.
I had 7 prisoners lined up to see you after Beale, but now they're all refusing to cooperate.
Are there any officers we can talk to?
There's only one who would be any use to you, Steve Radcliffe. He was on duty with the suspended officers at most of the relevant times. This way, please.
What do the staff think about the suspensions?
They reckon the officers are being made scapegoats for the governor's failings.
You think the officers are guilty?
Listen, a place like this only works if you're a team, so you've got to go with your mates. It's like some scrub saying to you, your DC's on the take. Who do you believe?
Yeah.
This way.
DS Beech. DC Glaze, Sunhill.
Welcome to my world.
We'll be all right, Mr. Sinton, thank you.
Okay.
So, you want to talk about the statements me and Nicky Tang made?
That's right, yeah.
Ruffle some feathers, have I?
3 prison officers suspended. Police investigation. I think you could safely say that, Sam.
Well, I'm not withdrawing anything. What me and Nicky Tang said is the truth. We were assaulted by those officers.
Right. First things first, though. You're doing 5 years for dealing.
This is an official inquiry, and you haven't even read my sheet.
I want to hear it from you, Sam.
Beale, Samuel, Robert, 5 years dealing smack.
Don't be so modest, Sam. You were dealing smack to school kids, right? And you make a lot of complaints, don't you? The governor's even got you down for starting all this unrest.
You're all stuck in here 24/7, complaining gives you something to do. But none of this is down to me. These cons are pissed off because nothing happened to those officers. They've only just been suspended.
Okay. Convince us that your statement isn't just a waste of time like the rest of your complaints.
Listen, I've put myself on the line saying all that stuff while I'm still stuck in here. And now look at me. On segregation. Banged up in Teletubby land with all the nonsense, and they say it's for my own protection.
Can we concentrate on the alleged assault?
And how do I know that this inquiry isn't some kind of whitewash?
Sam, if your statement's true, those officers can't be allowed to get away with it. The law may have put you in prison, but it's also there to protect you.
So, what do you want to know?
What injuries did you receive?
5 cracked ribs, bruisings to my back, chest, sickness, headaches.
What did they pick on you?
Like he said, I make a lot of complaints.
How often were you assaulted?
7 times.
Where did the assaults take place?
On C Wing, in the cells mainly, sometimes in the recesses. That's the showers. And I went to the medical officer every time those bastards beat me. But he just didn't want to know. All right, I'm a criminal. And prison is an occupational hazard. But what goes on here? No, that's something else. I'm telling you, someone would have died if me and Nicky Tang hadn't spoken out.
All units from Sierra Oscar 57, that's 57 Dunford Avenue. A burglary. The informant is the owner, Mr. Brooke. Any unit deal?
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 86. Show stealing, Sarge.
Prisoners asked to see you.
Yeah, who?
Alfie Jennings, 9 years into a life sentence for knifing a fellow gang member. He sees himself as a hard man from across the border.
Yeah?
He stabbed a guy to death. 27 times he stabbed him, almost severed his head. He's not on my list, but he was on the same wing as Beale and Tang when all this was supposed to have happened. You want to see him?
Well, if he wants to see us, yeah.
Okay, this way. Visitors, Jennings.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm DS Beech. This is DC Glaze, Sun Hill. Nice family.
Divorced 3 years ago. She's in Aberdeen. Take the kid with her.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's with an oil rigger now. He's away so much. Can't be much different from being married to me, eh? Still. Boy writes. I get to keep the photos and the memories.
You wanted to see us, right?
Right.
So, what about?
Oh, what you're after.
All right, you were on C Wing when Beale and Tang alleged they were assaulted, yeah?
Right.
So did you ever see a prison officer assault anyone during that period?
Not so fast. I've put in for a transfer to a Scottish Nick. Got to see my boy more than once a year, right? So you help me get it and I'll tell you everything you want to know. I'll even sign you a statement.
You know we can't make deals like that.
Well, I'm not messing about here, pal. You get me what I need and I'll give you what you want. I'm telling you, it's the only way you're going to get anything around this place. You take it or you leave it.
Phone call, Mr. Beech. Sunhill said it's urgent. You could take it in the office.
Right. Oh, thank you. What a waste of time that was.
But if he does know something, it might be checking it out.
Yeah, there's a chance of trying to get something out of the situation. Which phone?
That phone there.
Thank you. Yeah, DS Beech. Right. Tell them I'll meet them there. Yeah, thanks. Danny. It seems like one of our suspended officers has had his house turned over.
Right.
Look, 10 to 1, these allegations are malicious, but if you could hang on here, you know, see what you could find out, have a word with that prison officer, Steve, something like that.
What about you, Sarge?
I'm going to see what's happening on the out. Mr. Sinton,
Mr. Beech?
could you get me out of here?
Yeah, follow me.
Thank you.
Rackley, DC Glaze, Sun Hill. You want to get off that?
Only get a short break, mate, so it's all the same to you.
Well, I don't have much time either. You know why I'm here.
Yeah. Everyone knows why you're here.
You were on duty with the 3 suspended officers when most of the assaults on Beale and Tang were alleged to have taken place.
Right.
Did you see or hear anything?
No.
But Beale and Tang reported sick after every assault.
Then you'll have to talk to your MO about that, won't you?
I will, Mr. Rackley.
Well, you're wasting your time. 2 low-life scum like Beale and Tang make statements, and everyone jumps through hoops. And what happens? 3 officers get suspended, could lose their jobs, but Beale stays here, and we're all supposed to carry on as normal.
So you believe the 3 suspended officers are innocent?
They've been set up.
Okay. If the allegations are malicious, why those 3 officers? Why not Sinton? Why not you? I'm going to find out what's going on here, Mr. Rackley. So you might as well...
And how are you going to do that? Huh? No one will talk to you. Even your friends, the black cons, won't talk to you. So why should I help you hang my colleagues out to dry?
Because your colleagues aren't above the law. And neither are you.
Mr. Brooke returned home to find his house wrecked, and I mean really wrecked. I've checked the neighbours.
And?
No one heard or saw anything.
So, kids?
Yeah, it looks like your best bet, but Mr. Brooke, he seems to think that he and his family are in danger, and he reckons he knows who did it.
Yeah, I bet he does. Thanks, Gary. Hi, I'm DS Beech. Thanks, Victoria.
Don Beech.
Yeah, do I know you?
Mark Brooke. I was a PC at Stafford Row 19 years ago. You were a DC, working a series of rapes. 5 old ladies?
That's it. You found the old girl in the garden?
It was a ditch.
Right. Long time ago.
Can't offer you any coffee. It's all over the kitchen floor. There's some malt the bastards missed.
No, thanks. It's a bit too early for me.
So, Don, you're here to talk about the statements Beale and Tang made.
Hmm?
I may be suspended, but I still have friends at Chadwell.
Of course. But right now, I'm more interested in who did this.
Nicky Tang. Has to be.
You reckon?
Well, there's nothing missing as far as I can see. I mean, look at it. It's just malice. And Tang was always a spiteful git.
And you don't think it could be anybody else?
No, Don, I don't. First I get suspended because of Tang and Beale, and then my house gets trashed.
Yeah, well, we'll be talking to Nicky Tang later.
I won't hold my breath.
Just the one child?
Yes. He lives with his mother.
I'm sorry.
Still see each other. She just couldn't put up with the job any longer.
Tell me about it. Look, Mark, I don't think this is the time or the place to discuss these assault allegations. I think you're going to have to come down to the station.
Sure, with my brief. But I want to guarantee this place will be safe.
Well, I don't think the people who did this are likely to come back for seconds, but if you like, I'll get uniform to pop in from time to time. Okay?
Brookie, I got your message. What the hell's happened?
Tony Lacey, DS Don Beech, Sun Hill. He's investigating the statements made by Beale and Tang.
It's bull. We never hit anyone.
Like I just said to Mr. Brooke, this isn't the time...
Yes, it is. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out that Beale and Tang are trying to ruin our lives. We're the victims here.
We can talk about this later.
Look, you're in the same line of work as us, dealing with all the garbage. But you don't expect it to follow you home, do you?
If you like, I can arrange for uniform to keep an eye on your place.
No. I haven't done anything. I'm not having them hanging around my place like I'm some common criminal.
There's obviously something going on in Shadwell, but everyone's plain deaf and dumb. No wonder those officers thought they could do what they liked.
That's if you believe Beale and Tang.
What did you get from Brooke and Lacey?
Well, it turns out I met Mark Brooke 19 years ago at Stafford Row. He was a plod. After a couple of years, they don't fancy life on the streets anymore, so they become screws. That way, if they can't nick them, they can make sure that they are locked up. And they still get to wear a uniform.
What do they say about that death in custody incident, Sergeant?
I didn't ask.
Didn't ask?
No, Danny, I didn't. Look, it was a long time ago, and I didn't think we'd gain anything from it.
But, Sarge, it links Brooke and Lacey with violent behaviour to a prisoner.
They were cleared, so let's leave it.
But what if they did do it?
All right, Danny, I know where you're coming from. You've probably got more reason than most to think that an inquiry would be a whitewash, but I don't deal in what-ifs. And standing in the wreckage of that man's home, I didn't think it appropriate to bring it up, okay? Got it?
Tang, these two gentlemen are detectives.
Thank you. I'm Detective Sergeant Beech. This is DC Glaze, Sun Hill. We're investigating allegations made by you and Sam Beale against 3 prison officers at Shadwell.
Yeah, well, I've got nothing to say to you. It's all in my statement.
When did you get out?
Just over 3 months ago. This, they call it home detention curfew. It's alert a receiver if I'm not home between 7 in the evening and 6 in the morning.
Very clever. Japanese, is it? Where were you at 9:15 this morning?
Here, I'm on an early shift. You can check.
We will. Oh, Edrington Square. Smooth.
DC Glaze, Sun Hill. This is DS Beech. Is Andy Chivers in?
Yes, I'll call him.
It might be better if we talk inside.
Right. Come in.
Who is it, Layla?
Andy?
DS Beech, DC Glaze. I've been expecting you.
Don't tell me jungle drums.
Tony Lacey phoned me about Mark Brooks' place. It sounded terrible.
Yeah, well, we can get someone to keep an eye on this place for you if you like.
No, thanks. I'm here all the time.
It's a nice place.
We only moved in 6 weeks ago. I'll make some coffee.
You don't have to go. There's nothing I can't say in front of you.
Well, I'm thirsty, even if you aren't.
A nice cup of coffee would be great.
Okay.
Look, I know why you're here, and I don't want Layla upset.
Yeah, but we do have to talk to you about these allegations.
Well, there's nothing to them. I've never assaulted anyone.
Mark Brooke, Tony Lacey.
I've never seen them hit anyone.
Wingett from Sierra Oscar, 2 Malison Street. It's an assault. The informant is a Mrs. Shreves, and she's waiting with the victims. The ambulance is on way. Anyone deal? Come on, someone, anyone.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra H6, show's attending.
Received, so there is life out there. Thank you, Gary.
But you're friends, right? I mean, you go out for a pint after work, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we're friends, but mainly at work. I don't socialise too much. We've got to watch every penny we can, especially with Layla expecting.
But you get on okay with Brooke and Lacey?
Yeah, they've been very supportive since their suspensions.
We need all the support we can get if you lose your job.
It's not going to happen, darling. It'll all come out how we've been set up.
You think Beale and Tang set you and the others up?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Why? Why are you three and no other officers?
Because we ran a tight wing, kept the inmates in line, and they don't like that.
Here, I'll go with him to Suffuse.
Well, it's lucky for Sam, isn't it?
Right, folks, do you see anything
Hi.
at all?
Please say hey.
Did you hear anything?
Nothing.
No, nothing. What's happened to
Right, whoa, hold on, madam, hold on. Do you know the victim?
He's my husband, Tony Lacey. He told me Mark Brooks's house was broken into this morning.
It's all right, just calm down. He's in good hands now.
I don't understand. Why wasn't you people protecting him?
What you got for us, Vicky?
He's still unconscious. According to his sister, they're worried about cerebral edema.
Pressure on the brain.
Swelling on the brain. And that's his wife with him. Do you want me to hang on, Sarge?
No. They'll let us know when he comes round.
Yesterday, Mr. Brownlow told Harry he would do the shadow investigation and got a lot of brownie points from the Assistant Commissioner. Today, we got one prison officer in St Hughes and another with his house wrecked.
Gov.
And the governor at Shadwell says his staff are up in arms about what's happened to the 3 suspended officers. So what's going on?
Well, we've still got to talk to the medical officer, but no one at Shadwell agrees with Beale and Tang's statements, sir.
And what about these officers?
Well, one of them, Brooke, is ex-job. We're going to talk to him and Chivers later.
Right, I want this sorted. I don't want the problems at Shadwell spilling out onto the street.
Are you sure about this, Sarge?
Look, the foreman said Nicky Tang's shift ended at 1, right? That is an hour before Lacey was assaulted.
But we know Tang didn't do Brooke's house, and he didn't strike me as someone who'd risk early release on a job just to have a go at Lacey.
Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we?
And he didn't even fit the witness description.
According to Gary McCann, the old lady said he could have been a foreigner.
Yeah? Since when's that been enough?
You know that's not what I mean, Danny. Lacey was assaulted, not robbed. We know that Tang has a motive and that his shift was over at the time of the assault.
Hold on, Sarge. How is it you're so sure that Tang's our man and your friend Brooke isn't just a thug?
In the same way that you think Brooke and the others are as guilty as hell and Tang and Beale are Sunday school teachers. That way. Hey, Nicky.
What are you doing here?
Your foreman said you'd be here.
Yeah? Well, what are you doing here?
I'd like you to come down to Sun Hill for a little chat, yeah?
Why? I haven't done anything.
Then you won't mind coming down, will you?
I ain't going anywhere with you. Now piss off before I come up with you.
All right, Nicky. Have it your way. I'm arresting you in connection with an assault on Tony Lacey.
Someone's put him in St Hughes.
Good for them. But it wasn't me. I said it wasn't me.
Anything
I didn't
you
do
say
it.
may be given in evidence.
Come on, brief. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Mr. Beech, my client has cooperated with you. The fact is, so far, your case against him is very thin.
We have a witness. We're waiting for Mr. Lacey to regain consciousness.
Oh, Mr. Lacey. You spoke to my client earlier today about a statement in which he alleges that Mr. Lacey and other officers at Shadwell Prison assaulted him over a period of months.
That's right.
And now my client is suspected of having assaulted Mr. Lacey. My client was deemed responsible enough for early release from prison on an electronic tag.
All that does is make sure he's safely tucked up at home at night.
Mr. Beech, my client is gainfully employed at Canley Laundries. The fact that you arrested him could result in him being returned to prison to complete his sentence.
Mr. Hanners, our inquiries regarding Mr. Tang's statement and the assault on Mr. Lacey are continuing.
In that case, might I suggest that you bail Mr. Tang while I talk to DCI Meadows?
The only visitor Beale's had over the last few months is his cousin Ozzy, you know?
He's done some petty in the past, but nothing heavy.
Address is 15 Atley House on the Maycroft.
Right.
SO Sinton says Dr. Caldip can't see her till after lunch. And the good news is, Tony Lacey's regained consciousness. It's going to be OK. It's not that you care.
All right, Danny. You hang on here, talk to the MO, right?
And Alfie Jennings?
No. You won't get anything out of him, forget it. Mrs. Lacey, DS Beech. Tony, can you tell me what happened?
I didn't see him. He came from behind. Hit me once. That's like hell.
The sister said he needs rest.
Did they say anything, Tony?
No, it just happened.
But why don't you leave him alone? You should be out there after 10.
How you doing, mate?
He'll be all right, Mark. If they leave him alone.
It's all right, Mrs. Lacey. I'll be going now. But we will need a statement later, Tony, all right? Mark, could I have a quick word? Andy Chivers told me that the three of you have been set up by Beale and Tang because you ran a tight regime.
Don, can't we leave this till later?
Sorry?
Well, shouldn't you be out there after who did this?
Just answer the question, Mark.
Yeah, we kept things tight. Prisons operate a lot smoother if everyone knows where they stand. That way the cons know what to expect, and the officers know how far they can go.
And how far's that, Mark?
Within the limits of the job, Don.
It's just a sprain. Don't put any pressure on it. Come on, off you go. Now, Mr. Glaze, what can I do for you?
Dr. Calder, you examined the prisoners, Beale and Tang, each time they claimed they'd been assaulted.
That's right, he read my statement.
Yeah, but your findings didn't quite match their version of events.
My reports noted that the injuries could have happened in the gymnasium.
Why the gym?
Have you seen the way they play five-a-side in here? Or the injuries could have been a result of fights with other inmates. This is a very tough prison.
All right, Dr. Calder, let's follow your thinking.
Don't patronize me. I wasn't thinking. I gave a professional opinion. Now say what you mean, DC Glaze.
If the injuries had been caused in the gym or as a result of fights, wouldn't they have been more random, more visible? The point I'm making is the injuries to Beale and Tang seem to have been focused on parts of the body not normally visible.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
Dr. Calder, don't you think that somehow...
You can think what you like, DC Glaze. Nicky Tang was a member of a gang in Sea Wing. Intimidation, scamming phone cards. Oh, Beale was also involved. Fighting was an everyday fact of life for them.
DS Beech from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead, June.
About Ozzie Beale, his last known employment is listed as Candy Laundries.
Thanks, June. I owe you one.
Ozzie's out on his rounds.
You got his delivery schedule?
Yeah. Yeah, St Jacobs Hostel first, then the Woodhall Hospital.
Not St Hugh's?
No, we lost that contract. Then on to the hotels. The Alderbury, Brogan House, the Canberton, and then the Arissa on Brunel Avenue.
So where would he be now?
I should think on his way to Brogan House, then the Canberton, then the Arissa.
Right, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot.
You just got a good doctor, haven't you?
Look, I need to have another word with Alfie Jennings. Can you take me back onto scene?
You're lucky I'm even talking to you after what happened to Tony Lacey.
It's something my DS once checked. You know what senior officers are like.
Yeah, but that wing's all banged up, so I'm not sure I can...
Mr. Rackley, it's important that I see Jennings. I don't want to waste time waiting to talk to the governor.
OK. Have it your own way. But it's not a good time for Jennings. He's just had his transfer request knocked back. Jennings wasn't on the SO's list of prisoners you were supposed to see, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Sure you need to talk to him? He can be a bit volatile. And if we get any problems, there's no other officers up there.
Just see me to his cell, yeah?
Visitor Jennings! I have to stay here with you.
I'll be all right. You can stand outside. Leave the door open. Alfie, I just wanted to have a quick word with you.
Ah, well, I'm not going anywhere.
Art of the Byzantine era.
Yeah, I'm doing a OU course on European art and history. It's either that, or painting garden gnomes in a workshop.
You must miss him.
It's 13 minutes, one way in, one way out. Now you tell me what the hell's going on here.
Shut it, Rackley, and piss off! I know your transfer request has been refused.
Oh, too right, pal. You two come sniffing around here yesterday. Next thing I know, my transfer's been blocked.
You asked to see us. You offered a deal.
And now you come up to see if you can put a wee bit of pressure on me, eh? When I'm on a downer. Squeeze me, see what comes out, eh?
Listen, Alfie, decisions like your transfer are taken at prison service headquarters. It just happened the day we saw you. Alfie, if you want to get back over the border and see your boy, banging yourself up in here with me isn't the way.
Listen, there's over 4,000 lifers in this system, and I can't afford to be forgotten. Now, doing something like this with you, it forces their hand. They've got to recognise me.
You carry on like this, Alfie, and they'll remember you for all the wrong reasons.
Don't you come out with me, pal. You want to ask yourself why that fascist Radley walked away from the cell door.
He knew you were angry. Hope you take it out on me. They blame me and my DS because Officer Lacey's been assaulted on the out.
Open the door!
All they have to do is unscrew the hinges and the door opens outwards.
Well, who's a clever bunny? If you'd have been banged up in here as long as me, you'd have known that they ran out of money long before they could fit those doors on this wing. So when you leave, and how you leave, that is down to me, pal. Well, the governor will have everything moving now. The wing will be locked down. And they'll have a letter at headquarters. That DS of yours, he'll be wetting himself wondering what he's going to tell your boss.
So, where do we go from here, Alfie? What's your end game?
Well, you stay here until they send me back to Scotland.
You think they'll do that? You're in a lot of trouble here, Alfie.
That's bad news for you then, isn't it, pal?
Governor, it's my DC in there.
Yes, and what was he doing in there?
Look, let me have a word with Jennings. I'll make him see sense.
I invited the police in here to clear up an explosive situation. All you and your colleague have done and made matters worse. Mr. Sinton, carry on.
Right, next move!
This is a prison matter, Mr. Meadows.
Alfie, you've dug a big hole for yourself here. And the longer this goes on, the deeper that hole gets. So, let me help you.
You're not in any position to help anybody.
Jennings, this is the governor. I want you to open this door.
Better be all right for your sake.
Alfie, the only way is to open that door before they storm in here and carry you out.
No, there's another way.
What?
They carry us both out.
No, Alfie. This photo says you're not up for that game anymore. What I'm saying is end it here and now. Help me and you might get something out of this.
You know as well as I do, the minute you walk out of here, I'm going to get a good kicking.
Then help me and we can both walk out of here. Look, I'll talk to the governor about this and you'll move north.
Oh, grass.
Alfie, grassing is when it's one of your own, not when it's them. Not when they're abusing their power, abusing your rights.
It's all right. Nothing's happened. I'm okay.
It's all right, Alfie. You'll be all right. I'm okay. Panic over nothing.
Mr. Sinton?
Nothing happened, Mr. Sinton. Nothing.
You all right, Danny?
Yeah.
I'm okay, thanks, Gov.
I told you, didn't I? Don't bother with Alfred Jennings.
You left me here to see what I could dig up.
Danny, we might be working apart, but we are a team.
Like when you told me you wanted Beale's cousin.
I didn't have to. All right. OK, so what did you get from Jennings? Oh, don't tell me. After all that, you came away with nothing, you plum. Is he a pal of yours?
It's from Alfie Jennings. Says forget the officers, check Beale's background.
Right. You check the records. I'll get back to Bill's cousin.
You reckon he's our man?
His laundry round takes him near to Brooks' address and where Lacey was bashed.
Sarge, I'm going back to see Beale.
Danny, the governor was ready to nail us to the wall over this. You don't go back in there on Jennings' say-so.
Sarge, so far, Jennings is the only one in this place to tell us anything.
You know, if you keep this up, Danny, they'll give you a little cell of your own.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't be in with the governor grassing you for deliberately leaving me with Jennings.
You told me to wait outside.
You walked away.
Another prisoner called me.
Rubbish, they were all banged up. I told you I was going to find out what's going on in this place. Aren't you interested in whether Brooke and the others are guilty or not?
Look, it's not about who's guilty, OK? It's about who's right, who's wrong.
Yesterday, you said Beale was lying. So help me prove it. I've heard it's all to do with his past.
Oh, you're fishing, Detective Constable Glaze. Not so clever, are you?
Clever enough for you.
Ask Beale about his stepbrother. Now get out of my face.
No, it's not so easy. You take me up to see Beale. You wait there.
DC Glaze. Enjoy your bang up with Alfie Jennings, did you? You know, the bet around here was you'd be spread all over the walls by now.
You didn't tell us that your cousin Ozzy worked in the same laundry as Nicky Tang.
You didn't ask.
Is Ozzy trying to help things along? Even things up for you and Nicky?
Well, how would I know? I mean, I am in prison.
Ozzy is your only visitor and you have phone cards so you can call out.
And you're in dreamland.
I'll be honest with you, Sam.
An honest cop. You do make me laugh.
I don't like you, but I believe you.
So,
if I'm going to charge Brooke and the others, I need to know you're not pissing me around. You know, like there's something you're not telling us?
Me and Nicky Tang told you the truth. Why else do you think Brooke and them have been suspended?
Procedure, that's all.
Well, I've nothing else to tell you.
Tell me about your stepbrother.
I'm not going to take you hostage.
Your stepbrother?
He's dead.
So tell me about him.
His name was Paul Carr. He was 17, and Brooke and Lacey killed him.
They were cleared by an inquiry.
Don't give me that. Five years ago, I was doing a 3-stretch in Strangeways. I got news Paul had died in the back of a van from Court to Manor Park.
Young offenders?
A seizure, they said.
So how do you know they killed him?
A fit 17-year-old. Never been ill in his life, in the back of a van with Brooke and Lacey. A seizure? I don't think so.
What about the inquiry?
Internal, wasn't it? There was no allegations. The only witnesses were Brooke and Lacey.
How can you be certain
that they killed Paul?
When you move around the system like I do, you hear things. Kids who were at Manor Park at the time, they're in the adult system now. They knew Brooke and Lacey and they talk.
But it's hearsay, Sam.
Look, I know what I know.
All right, but how did you come to be on the same wing as Brooke and the others?
Right. I kicked off the sentence in Birmingham. When I was transferred down here, I was put onto B wing.
Go on.
Brooke and Lacey were working together on C wing. Now, 5 years ago, I'd have had a go home. But I thought, what's the point? Just keep your head down. Then I started to hear rumours about the beatings on C wing. I got myself transferred onto the wing, and there they were, 5 years on, assaulting prisoners and getting away with it. Of course, eventually it was my turn for a beating. I made a formal complaint, but nobody backed me up, same as Nicky Tang.
Brooke and Lacey didn't know you?
Why should they? Paul had kept his father's name. There was nothing to connect me to him. Look, I swear to God I'm being straight with you. I never mentioned anything about Paul's death because I knew people would say I was making this whole thing up just to get even with them.
Sam, it's still your word against theirs. Is there anything else you can give me?
Like what?
Well, was one of them less involved? Look, if you want us to bring them down, we're going to need some sort of a hook. You understand?
Or Brooke. Brooke, he really enjoyed it, you know. Lacey was like he was in some kind of trance.
And what about Chivers?
Chivers, he was more squeamish.
Sierra Oscar 86 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead, Sarge.
12-12 Edrington Square, a disturbance. It's Mrs. Chivers. She's asked for you.
On way.
Right, receive. Thanks, Gary.
Down there, he's just gone down there. He's wearing a grey top.
Sierra Oscar from 361 receiving.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Gary is following a suspect from Edrington Square going towards
Brownlow Avenue. Backup required.
Sierra Oscar from DS Beech.
Go ahead, Don.
Name's Ozzie Beale. Show me his assisting. I'm there.
Received. Thanks, Don.
Andy's at the shops.
Okay.
Oh. I was just resting and Brick came through the window and this man was kicking at the door and shouting.
361 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
It's okay, Layla, it's okay. Go ahead, Sarge.
As Gary and DS Beech have arrested Ozzie Beale, can you hang on there for Danny Faith?
Will do, Sarge.
From where I'm sitting, Ozzie, you're in a lot of trouble. No one's going to take kindly to someone threatening a pregnant woman.
She ID'd me, has she?
You were seen running away from her house?
No. I was going back to the van at the Arissa. Then you started chasing me.
Don't insult our intelligence, Ozzie. Your cousins Sam and Nicky Tang are waging a vendetta against Andy Chivers and 2 prison officers.
Are they?
And you work with Nicky Tang, and Sam's told you to sort out the officers.
Worked that out all on your own, did you?
Sam told us.
I don't think so.
All right, Ozzie, I'll tell you how it's going to be. You're going to go down for assault and criminal damage. And if, and it's a big if, the 3 prison officers are ever charged, and if it ever gets to court, their defence will be that you waged a vendetta against them on behalf of your cousin Sam and Nicky Tang. Any half-good brief will get them off.
So what are you saying?
What do you want me to do, paint pictures? What you've done hasn't helped Nicky or Sam.
Look, what I'd done has got nothing to do with Sam and Nicky. It was ages ago they made those statements, and what happened, eh? Nothing. Then there's some stuff in the papers about what a crap place Shadwell is, and all of a sudden the 3 officers get suspended.
Ozzie, inquiries like this can go on for ages.
Yeah. And we both know that when it all dies down, the 3 of them will be back at work. And Sam will still be in there.
So you decided to make them pay? Or was it just to warn them off?
If that's what you think. you'd better charge me. Because I'm not saying anything else.
Vicky, is Andy Chivers back?
5 minutes ago.
Right. I need you to hang on while I question him.
Are you sure? His wife just had a bad shock.
It might increase the pressure on Chivers.
Hang on. She's 7 months pregnant. She's just been really shaken up. I can't see how that's going to help you talk to her husband.
I can't question him on my own, can I? Look, Vicky, it's my call. Just go with me, OK?
You've got experience with pregnant women, have you?
All right. Be ready to get her to the hospital, just in case.
All right. As long as I don't have to start boiling water.
You got the scum who did this?
Yeah, things should be OK now. But I have to ask you some questions. Did you assault Sam Beale and Nicky Tang?
No, absolutely not.
Did Brooke and Lacey assault them?
He told you before, he never saw them hit anyone.
Andy, the prisoners at Shadwell are a leery lot. It can't be easy dealing with them.
Look, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not playing your game. I never hit anyone.
Why? Was it because you were the lookout? Is that why you didn't see anything? And if you were the lookout, why should you go down for their brutality?
And if I give you what you want, Brookie and Lacey, what then? You must know what it's like walking into a canteen and everyone stops talking.
People like that aren't worth it, trust me.
Andy, you have to tell him what you know. Look, we've worked too hard for everything to just lose it now.
She's right. And it won't be just your job you'll lose. You'll go to prison, Andy. Is that what you want for Layla and your child? Visiting you in prison?
Andy.
And when the cons find out you were a screw, you'll go on Rule 43, banged up with the nonces and perverts.
Shadwell was my first posting after training. I had it all worked out. A couple of years on the landing and then fast track into the governor grades. We just got married. What went wrong?
Go on.
The inmates knew I was a rookie. They made things difficult for me. At first it was silly stuff. My accent, things like that.
Oh, I didn't realise.
But then it got worse. So bad I almost quit. Then Brookie and Lacey came along and things changed for the better.
How did they change?
Brookie called it doing things the Shadwell way. No one stepped out of line.
You mean they were assaulting prisoners?
Yes, they assaulted the prisoners.
Did you take part in the assaults?
No, I was just a lookout, like you said.
Oh, Andy.
But you went along with it.
I knew it was wrong, but it was just so easy to stick with Brookie and Lacey. I wanted to get on, that's why I kept along with them.
There's something else. Did Brooke or Lacey ever mention a death in custody about 5 years ago?
Sarge.
I thought they were keeping you in for observation.
He's free to discharge himself.
Oh, what? Leaving town?
Going away for a few days.
Beale's cousin has admitted assaulting you and all the other stuff.
So we can go?
Yeah. After Tony's told us about the death of Paul Carr on the way to Manor Park 5 years ago.
I'm not under arrest. I can do what I like.
You want to be arrested? We can do that. Right here, right now, in this car park in front of all these people.
Yeah, we'll do it then, because there's no other way I'm talking to you.
I'm arresting you in connection with assaults on prisoners at HMP Shadwell.
You can't!
You don't
No!
have to say anything, but it may harm
Do
your
you know what they've done to him if he goes in prison?
Don't be
Cheerio!
Come on. Andy Chivers has made a statement about the assaults on prisoners at Shadwell. He also told us that you and Mark Brooke used to talk about the death in custody of Paul Carr. You want to tell us about that?
Paul Carr was a little yob.
Paul Carr was Sam Beale's stepbrother.
I'm not saying anything.
All right, Tony. You say nothing. You sit quiet and let Brooke put it all on you.
No. Me and Brookie keep quiet. You ain't got nothing.
Oh, wake up, Tony. We got a statement from Chivers implicating you and Brooke in the assaults at Shadwell. Your silence has gone out the window.
It's his word against ours.
Tony, if you don't see sense, then Brooke will.
It wasn't me.
I don't believe you. Tony!
I can't!
Do you really believe that he's going to hold his hands up to Paul Carr and the assaults and let you get away with nothing?
We've taken Paul Carr back from court. It was his first sentence and he starts kicking off. We couldn't hold him. So Brookie gets him on the floor and sits on top of him. Then he stops moving. It's only when we got to Manor Park we realised he's dead.
And the inquiry?
They tried to say that we choked the kid. Caused him to have a seizure. We both said it was an accident. But after, Brookie says how he held his hand over the kid's mouth. And after that I was in his pocket. Because he said if he ever went down, he'd take me with him.
Tell me what happened at Shadwell. Look, Tony, I know Chivers was the lookout. That leaves you and Brooke. And from what you've just said, I don't believe you were the leader in this.
I wasn't. It was Brookie. He started thumping anyone who got out of line. Soon it was anyone who we thought might cause a problem. And then it was just anyone. He made me join in. So what'll happen to me?
You'll go to prison.
Don?
You know why we're here, Mr. Brooke?
Carol Lacey rang me. You better get on with it.
I'm arresting you for assaulting Sam Beale and Nicky Tang at Shadwell Prison, and in connection with the murder of Paul Carr 5 years ago. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given...
Murders? It was an inquiry. I was cleared. An official inquiry cleared me.
Yeah. But now it's the law. Come on.
I'll take my chances with a jury. Who's going to take the word of scum like Beale and Tang? And two officers who couldn't hack it.
I carried them, you know. Both of them.
You ask the public, DC Glaze, if they really care if a jumped-up petty thief and a drug dealer get a kicking.
Come on. Got a nice cell next to Beale's cousin for you.
Don't try to be clever, Don. The same you and me, both doing a dirty, lousy job because no one else will. It's them against us.
No, Mark. Not us.
You telling me you never bent the rules?
Never.
Shut up.
Look at this.
Yeah, forget stab vests. What we need are wetsuits.
Standing there looking at it isn't going to make it stop. Come on, foot patrol isn't just for fine weather.
George, it's just reminded me I forgot my stab vest, Sarge.
Dave.
Oh, yeah, look.
Oh, all right, well, go and put it on. Don't be all nice about it. And I want you back out on patrol within 10 minutes, both of you. Come on, Tony.
Dodge, you really forgot your stab vest?
What do you think?
Listen, Carl.
I know. I mean, I know what you're saying, right? But what I don't get is how you know this judge is going to do what you say. I mean, you don't know, do you? He could do anything. Like, if he's having a bad day, right, he could still bang me up.
Look, Carl, I'm not saying that I can make the judge go easy on you. I can't promise you that. What I'm saying is if I tell him you've helped us out in a big way, he will take it into account.
Yeah, but there's no what's it, is there? No guarantee.
But it's a chance, though, isn't it? You help us, and the chances are it'll go well for you. I mean, what's this Donny Phillips to you, anyway?
Well, I don't know. He's all right.
Carl, he's a dealer. He sends you out to do all the legwork while he sits at home safe, counting all his money.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
Duncan, I think we should let Carl think this over for a while in his cell, don't you? It's obviously a hard decision for him. OK, Carl?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Right, interview terminated at 18:06.
No, Sarge, it's nothing. None of them were working.
Perfect. This lot should have been gone yesterday. They actually started painting it, they're still setting up.
No, well, I think it's electricians, you know, they're behind schedule, that's holding things up.
Well, why don't they work round them? It's not exactly the Last Supper they're painting as Metropolitan Police grey.
Oh, I'd have said it was more of a dove grey myself, Sarge.
Thank you, Reg. Sir?
Yeah, I know, Matt, it can't be helped.
Well, maybe not the painting, but the lights are off in half the cells. We can't use them.
Half? Well, how many prisoners have we got in at the moment?
5. 2 for CID, 1 D&D, 1 possession, 1 assault. It's raining cats and dogs out there. By 8 o'clock, half the vagrants in Sun Hill will be trying to get Nick to get a dry bed for the night.
OK, Matt, I'll get Bob Cry to put out the word. No bed and breakfast arrests. Thanks, Kerry.
Sir. Any joy, Gov?
Not yet. We've got him by the shoe on Curly, but it's too thick to know it.
So what are you going to do?
Well, we're going to give him time to think while we interview Phillips.
You're running out of time, Gov. It's going to be charge or release in an hour.
I know. Carl, now you think about what I said. We can help you, but we can't do it all.
I know, I will.
Move it.
Sun Hill Police, can I help? Can I take your name, please? And your address, Miss Crawford? No. No, you've done exactly the right thing. No,
Oh,
don't
we've
touch
got an
anything. I'll
accommodation
get someone
problem in
around
the
to you straight
cells.
away. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt. That last call, a woman. She thinks there's a bomb in the police station.
Thinks?
Yes, sir. She said, I think you need to know there could be a bomb in your police station.
How does she sound? Drunk, annoyed, threatening?
I'm not sure, sir. Not threatening, more worried than anything. It was difficult to tell. She didn't give a code word.
Could be someone's idea of a joke. Wet night, nothing on the telly.
No, I think we better take it seriously, at least until we've checked the building. Gary, you got the caller's address?
Yes, sir.
Then put it out to Sergeant Ackland and then put out an all-units call. Tell them we have a bomb alert and that everyone out on patrol is to stay away from the station until further notice. Any non-corps personnel still inside the building, report to my office immediately.
Yes, sir.
You seen these 5 asides? They're pathetic.
Let's just get on with it, shall we?
You want to get wet?
All units, Sierra Oscar has a bomb alert. Repeat, Sierra Oscar, we have a bomb alert. All patrol units remain away from the station until notified. All non-corps personnel still at Sierra Oscar report
Must
to
be a
the
lucky
duty
day. I knew
officer's
something would crop up.
Yeah,
Sierra
right.
Oscar out.
Instead of getting wet, we get a bomb.
What, now?
Here you go. It's all yours.
Right. Hang on, you better put him back.
What's up, Sarge?
Bomb alert. Prisoners got to stay in their cells.
Oh, till when?
Till it's over.
Sarge, can I have a word? Look, we've only got an hour until he's up for review, and the DCI really needs to interview him.
Well, he better talk to Mr. Monroe, hadn't he? Reg, back in the cell.
Sorry, sir.
Sir?
Is this everyone?
Mickey Tate's on the front desk, sir, and Reg Hollis is in custody.
OK, I'll talk to them in a minute. Right, what we have at the moment is a warning. We can't afford to ignore it, so I want all of you to spread out through the building and look for anything out of the ordinary. Now, you know what I'm talking about. Boxes, carrier bags, holdalls, anything that doesn't belong. I'll take one of these. When you've checked a room, mark it with a sticker so we don't waste time rechecking. OK?
Yes, sir.
Right, off you go. And be careful.
Sir. Andrew, look, if you want to have a drill, that's OK, but I need to interview a prisoner.
I'm afraid it's not a drill, sir. It's a bona fide alert.
Based on what?
A telephone warning to CAD.
So it could be a hoax?
It could be, yes, but we have to treat it as real for the time being.
Meanwhile, the clock's ticking on my prisoners. Look, I'm that close to getting one of them to roll over, but I need to keep the pressure up. And I can't do that if he's sitting in a cell.
We've got to follow procedures, sir.
Look, Andrew...
I'm sorry, sir, but if you want to speed things up, you could organise your people to check through CID.
All right, I'll go and do that.
Hey, it's number 77.
Who is it?
Miss Crawford?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Sergeant Ackland from Sun Hill. Could we come in, please?
Yes, come in. I'm on the ground floor.
Oh, Emma, Sergeant Ackland, PC Stant.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what to think at first. I mean, when I got back, I wasn't sure what had been going on.
You were the one who called about the bomb at the police station.
Yes. Yes, that's right. But you better show you.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry. This isn't how it usually is. See, I just got back from visiting my parents, and when I came in, I found it like this. And the only person who could have been here is Ben. And...
Right, who's Ben?
Ben Wallace, my boyfriend. He's the only one with a key.
Sarge?
Ah, right. So you think Ben could have used this stuff to make a bomb?
It isn't mine. He must have brought it here.
Yeah, but why a bomb? I mean, this could be, I don't know, amateur electronics or something, couldn't it?
No. No, you don't understand. Look.
There's a bomb in Sun Hill Police Station. And 30 minutes to evacuate the building. 30 minutes from when?
Is this ready to go?
All you have to do is dial in the number and set the timer and it sends it automatically, even if you're not here.
That's the station's fax number.
Well, has the timer been set?
I don't know. I couldn't tell, and I didn't want to try and find out in case I messed things up. Ben's the only one who knows how to work things like that. I didn't know what to do.
Listen, Emma, this is really important. Are you telling us that you have real reason to believe that Ben Wallace could make a bomb? I mean, have you ever seen him with any explosives?
No. No, of course not. But well, it's just that I know him. And I know the sort of people he's friendly with. I think if he wanted to make a bomb, he could.
Duncan?
Duncan?
Bang!
Duncan!
Don't tell me you're nervous.
You won't think it's so funny if there is a bomb.
There's no way anybody could get in here and plant a bomb. It's just a practical joke.
Shh. Duncan, can you hear something?
Hear what?
No, seriously.
I can't hear anything.
It's over here.
What is it?
Duncan, come here.
I can't hear anything.
Duncan?
What is it?
Down there. Listen. I can't hear it. Listen.
Gotcha.
Oh, very funny. Come on, let's get Meadows. Tell him this place is clear.
Okay.
OK, June, stay with her and see what she can tell you about this Ben Wallace character. No, nothing yet. OK, let me know as soon as you have anything. Out.
Sir, that's the Mr. Yates on the phone, the decorator. He got your message about coming in. He's on his way.
Right. Any word from the electrical contractors?
No, sir.
I take it that June has found enough to think that we should be taking it seriously.
More than enough by the sound of it.
Do we want to call Mr. Conway?
If we find something, yes. I don't want to drag him back in the rain for nothing. I'll go and see how the search is getting on.
OK, Andrew, CID's clear. Now, can we call off this alert and get back to business?
Afraid not, sir. June Ackland's with the woman who gave us the warning. It looks like this could be more than just a wind-up.
Seriously?
June says there's what could be bomb-making equipment in the flat.
Right. Well, I suppose I better get around there myself.
If you want to, sir, that might be a help.
All right, but you keep me posted on what's going on back here.
Anything, Di?
Yeah, loads of stuff. The trouble is, when you've been told there might be a bomb, everything looks suspicious.
Yeah. The most dangerous thing I found is a pair of Tony Stamp's trainers.
Dave?
Sorry, Sarge.
What is it?
Well, I just wanted to make sure the place had been given a once-over.
Does it look like we're doing sunbathing?
Well, so it's all clear, then?
Looks like it.
Good.
So all you want me to do is to look at the stuff and tell if it's mine, yeah? It's just a precaution, but it would help us eliminate your equipment from suspicion.
You do right there. Well, you don't want the bomb squad blowing up 2 gallons of paint by mistake, do you?
It's still an unconfirmed report, Mr. Yates. I must emphasise that.
What if it's all a mistake? I mean, sometimes things aren't the way they look. Maybe I've got it all wrong.
Well, if you have, I'm sure we can sort it out. I need you to tell me about Ben. Has he ever talked about making bombs before?
No, of course not. I mean, not like that. He's not a terrorist or anything.
Yeah, except that you did say that you thought he could get hold of explosives through friends of his?
I think so.
Or do you know their names, where any of them live?
No. No, I'm sorry. I don't really know them.
OK. Right, what about Ben's family? Parents, brothers and sisters, do you know any of them? Could that be where he is now?
I don't think he has any brothers or sisters, but his parents live in Sun Hill. Never met them, but he said once that they live near here.
Right, well, we'll check that out. OK, let's get back to Ben. Has he ever been in trouble with the police?
I think just before he went to university there was some trouble. I don't know, sort of teenage stuff.
Well, could he have a grudge against the police? I mean, could that be a motive for building a bomb?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
What did he study at university?
I'm not sure. Physics? Electronics? But he dropped out after a year. He said he realised that there were more important things to do with his life.
Like what?
Looking after the future. Protecting people and the environment.
So he's a campaigner, a protester?
I suppose so, yeah. He's been involved with different groups. He always says that people with power have to be reminded all the time that they can't just do what they like.
Do you agree with that?
I suppose so. But making bombs... that's not how you do it, is it?
That's ours, that's... Now, it's all mine, this lot.
So when's this lot going to get shifted? When's this painting malarkey going to be done?
Well, we can't move in till the sparks are finished, can we? Won't take long once we do, though, don't worry.
OK, so where else have you been working, Mr Yates?
Corridors down there, interview rooms.
Sarge?
Yeah, go on then.
So, what about these interview rooms?
Well, it was a bit of touching up to do in room 2, but that's all finished now.
Well, there's not a sticker on it, so there must be something in here. Maybe something of yours.
Oh, I wonder where they've been dumping all the empties.
Anything else?
No.
Up here?
No, we'd no need to go up there.
Could you give me a hand with this?
Yeah, sure.
Are you painting anything in blush pink, Mr Yates?
Pink? Well, it's not likely, is it? Not in a police station.
OK, Mr Yates. I think we go and find Mr Monroe. Quietly, I think. I'm slamming the door.
Oh, come off it. You're winding me up.
No, Mr Yates, I'm not.
Oh, bloody hell!
MP, we are confirming that Sun Hill Police Station is closed because of a suspect device on the premises.
From Sierra Oscar, this is a message from Inspector Monroe. All units are to use Barton Street Station until further notice.
Yes, sir, I've already called them and they're on their way. No, sir, but we're still talking to his girlfriend. Mr Meadows is over there now. Yes, sir. Mr Conway's coming in, Bob.
And what about evacuation? Do you want transport for the prisoners to Barton Street?
I'm just going to see to it. For the moment, we'll move them out to the yard until the bomb squad arrive and then take their advice.
Sir?
Can't work it out. It says here it should tell you what time it's set to send, but all it does is bleep.
Maybe you erased it.
Yeah, you have a go.
Hello, Emma. I'm DCI Meadows.
You found something, haven't you? At the station. I heard the radios.
Yeah, we found a suspicious object, yes. Now, what I need to know from you is, do you know where Ben Wallace is at this moment? Have you got any idea?
No. That's what I was telling Sergeant Ackland. I've been away. I haven't seen Ben for 10 days.
Did you part on good terms? Because Sergeant Ackland got the feeling that your relationship was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. No, it is true. Just before I went away, I told Ben that I didn't think things were working out between us.
And was he all right about that?
No. You don't think he's done this because of that?
What do you think?
No. No, that would be ridiculous.
So what other motive do you think he might have had?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what to think. He can just be so unpredictable.
OK, Emma, don't worry about it. If you could give Carrie here a detailed description of Ben and anything that might help us find him, OK?
Yes, of course.
She's a bit scared and confused, but I don't think she's in on it.
Gov, the fax machine is set to send the warning automatically, but I don't know if it's working. You never know, Wallace might come back and check it out.
That's a good thought. Get rid of the Panda and set up an Obo. Go.
I think we ought to get rid of Emma, too.
Well, we can't take him out of the station.
No, apparently she knows the girl across the way.
OK, we'll see to it.
OK.
Use one of the vans to hold the prisoners, but don't move any of the other vehicles until they've been checked out.
Right, sir.
Yeah, you're not going to blame this lot on me, are you? I mean, I came in to check my gear and that, but I mean...
It's all right, Mr Yates. No one's blaming anyone. But what I do need to find out is whether you know anyone by the name of Ben Wallace.
Ben? Yeah, of course I know him. He works for me. Has done for a year off and on. Ah, come on, you're not telling me Ben's got something to do with this, are you? I mean, I know he's got some weird ideas sometimes, but, I mean, this...
Would Wallace have had access to the interview room?
Yeah, of course, we all did.
Sir?
Excuse me a minute, Miss Yates.
I've got Ben Wallace's file from the DIU, sir. He was arrested 3 times in 6 months when he was 17. That was 1989. Sergeant Ackland, PC as she was then, nicked him for disturbing the peace. Then there was threatening behaviour and arson at Canley Comprehensive. After that, there's an authorisation for him to be sectioned for psychiatric evaluation. His father signed it.
Interesting. Anything more recent?
Yes, sir, just one. About 5 weeks ago, he was arrested on suspicion of theft.
Theft?
Yes, sir, handbag snatch. I checked the custody records and it appears that Wallace was cleared by the victim. He had nothing to do with it.
Probably didn't make us very popular with him, though. OK, thanks, Di. You better pass all this on to DCI Meadows, along with the parents' address.
Yes, sir.
Go through to the sitting room. Oh. Perhaps I should make us a drink. Would that be a good idea?
Yes, that'd be lovely, thank you.
I still can't... It's like this isn't happening. What if it is all a mistake? I know what you must be thinking, but Ben isn't... He's not really some mad bomber. He's just committed, that's all.
So why did you start to have second thoughts about your relationship? I mean, that was just recently, right?
When he was evicted from the squat he was living in, it seemed like the logical thing for him to come and stay here. And it was okay at first. Then... I don't know. After a few weeks, it started to feel like he was taking over.
Did he do anything else to make you feel uncomfortable?
Started to be bad-tempered. You know, touchy. One night we had a blazing row because I hadn't done any shopping. He said I was selfish, that I didn't care about anyone except myself. I don't know how he could say that. I was always the one who did the shopping and the cleaning. I told him that. But he wouldn't listen. He just shouted even more. It just wasn't the same. I don't know what happened.
It's okay, it's all right.
But it's not, is it? Not if he could... Not if he's done this.
Yeah, OK, Di, yeah, I've got all that. Yeah, I'm onto it now. Kerry, Wallace's parents. They live at 41 Woolcott Road. I want you and Tony to get round there, find out if Wallace has been there or if there's any idea where he might be.
Are you sure you don't want us to hang around just in case Wallace turns up?
No, we can cope. Off you go.
Right. Tony?
Sir, we're not going to get any more information out of Emma. She's too upset by all this.
Well, I think we'll have more luck if Wallace turns up here. Apparently, you arrested him in 1989.
89? What for?
For disturbing the peace. Then a few months later, he was sectioned for trying to burn his school down.
I don't remember him. He definitely sounds unstable, though.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Inspector Monroe. Paul Weston. Mike Best, PC Trevor Miller. PC Quinnan. I understand you got a suspect paint pot for us.
That's right.
Okay, well, the first thing I need is to take a look.
Any indication as to what time the device might go off? Well, the warning says 30 minutes, but it's on a fax and it hadn't been transmitted when we found it.
So that means we've got some time to play with it.
Presumably you've got somebody keeping an eye on it.
Oh, yes. Show us the way.
Yeah, Dave?
Sure. Cheers. So our man just left his stuff lying around the flat.
Apparently, tools and electrical equipment.
I think when we've had a shift here, we'd better send Mike out to have a look at that. Might give us a better idea of what we're actually dealing with. Can you arrange transport?
Yeah, of course. I'll call the area car in, Dave.
Yep, sir.
Well, this is it.
So our man's a decorator, is he, Inspector? Do we know anything else about him?
Well, apparently his girlfriend says that he studied physics at university for a year or so. I get the impression he could be quite clever.
I'm never sure whether that's good or bad in a bomber. Any grudges against you lot? You know, the police, I mean.
I don't know if he has a grudge, but he has been arrested several times.
That's a pity.
Why?
Well, it means the chances are he doesn't like you very much. You see, bombers generally come in two types, Inspector. Can you hold that there, Mike? Right. Now, there are those that want to kill people and those that want to damage property. Now, the ones that want to kill people, they don't usually give you a warning. They just let things go off. And the ones that want to damage property, well, they'll give you a warning, but because they know that we'll be called in, they try and make their bombs so they can't be defused. So if your man really does want to blow this place up, there's a strong chance that he's booby-trapped his device so that it'll go off when I start to mess about with it. And I've got it, Mike. There's one metal paint can, approximately 5 litres capacity. There's no visible indicators. And I'm about 3 feet away from it, here over to the left. We're not going to get the robot to it, though. Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector. I'm going to have to take your ceiling down to get close enough to work on it.
But can you do it up there?
Oh, well, if I can't, it's going to be more than your ceiling that needs replacing.
Sir, area car's on its way in 2 minutes, yeah?
Right, off you go, Mike. Tell Trev I need kits 3, 6 and 8, yeah?
Right.
I think we better get the rest of your people out of here as well, Inspector.
How far away?
Oh, about as far as the yard, but further if you can.
It could be as powerful as that.
Well, that size and full of plastic. If it does go off, you could be looking for new premises.
Thanks a lot.
Don't mention it.
Come on in there.
Come on, Reg.
Well, Sarge, I'm trying the best I can. It's just he hasn't grasped the seriousness of the situation.
Well, make him grasp it.
Matthew, are you evacuating?
Yes, sir. Prisoners to Barton Street.
Well, why haven't you put the van under cover?
We were told to stay clear.
How long do we have to stand out here?
As long as I say.
Where's Mr. Monroe?
With the bomb squad, sir.
That seems to have got him, Sarge.
About time. Come on.
That's it over there, number 77.
Thanks for the lift. I'll see you both later, right?
Yeah, in your dreams.
How's it going at the station?
Yeah, they're getting everyone out. Any sign of this bloke Wallace?
Nah, nothing here yet.
We better go. Yeah, see you later, Duncan.
See you, girls.
Yeah, he's here now, Derek. No, there's no other information. All we can do is keep up the oboe outside. Yeah. Yeah, OK.
Very tidy in here, isn't it? Is there a bin?
Yeah, there's one in the kitchen. Shall I get it?
Please.
Anything?
Well, you could make a device out of this lot, no problem. But then if you know what you're doing, you can make a bomb out of the things most people keep under their kitchen sink.
So what are you looking for?
Anything that will tell us how sophisticated he was trying to be. The more complicated he made it, the more chance he did something wrong, and the more chance it could go off accidentally.
Here it is. Do you want me to take all this stuff out for you?
Hold on. I think we may have found the timer.
Who is it?
Mr. Wallace, I'm DC Holmes from the Sun Hill Police Station. Can I talk to you, please?
Just a minute.
Yes?
Mr. Wallace, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your son, Ben. Can we come in?
cables give us an audio-visual link to the Land Rover. That way Trev can monitor what I'm doing. So if it does go off, you'll know what not to do next time.
How long before you can start to work on it?
Well, we're all set. Yeah, as soon as I've heard from Mike, I'll go up and take an X-ray of it. That way we'll know what we're dealing with. Excuse me. Paul Weston. Yes, Mike.
Look, we're all going to look really damn stupid if it turns out to be an ordinary pot of emulsion.
I rather hope it does, sir.
Yes, well, let's get everybody out now and close CAD, shall we?
Well, I think we can take this all seriously from now on. Looks like we've almost certainly got a device with a timer. Of course, when it's set to go off is another matter. That we don't know.
We think Ben might know something about a suspect device that's been found at the police station.
Suspect device? What sort of suspect device? You mean a bomb?
Well, at the moment, we're just looking for information, which is why we need to talk to Ben. Have you seen him recently? Do you know where we might be able to find him?
Frank saw him today, didn't you?
Only for a few minutes.
Where was that?
Coniston Street, near the newsagents. No, Constable, we can't tell you anything about Ben. Apart from today, we haven't seen him for the past 8 years. We didn't even know he was in Sun Hill. It could have been anywhere.
So you're not close, then?
Ben made it quite clear to us that he didn't want to stay in touch with us years ago, so no, I don't think you could call us close. And if you being here now is anything to go by, I'd say being out of touch has been the best thing for all of us.
When exactly did you see Ben today?
12:30, lunchtime.
What was he doing?
Doing? Just walking along the street, eating a sandwich. He was dressed in overalls, looked like he might be a painter or a decorator or something. Wouldn't surprise me. He had chances we never did, and he wouldn't take them. Going to university, getting a good job, that's what he called becoming a drone.
Did he say anything to you when you saw him today?
No, not at first. He saw me, and as soon as he did, he turned away and went into a shop. I thought, right, he doesn't even want to show he's seen me. That's fine by me, so I just kept on walking. And then all of a sudden, I can hear him behind me shouting. I mean, shouting at the top of his voice. You be this, you F that, filth.
What did you do?
Nothing. Just kept on going. I didn't turn round. I've told you before. Ben left us to do whatever Ben does. We never heard from him. Not once. Ben walked out of our lives. And from what I heard today, it's pretty clear he doesn't want to be part of them again. Well, that's fine by me. It's absolutely fine by me.
Frank.
No, I mean it. And doesn't this prove I'm right? This policeman saying he's made a bomb. A bomb? He has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Meadows from Lennox. Got an eyeball on a guy heading up your way.
Is it Wallace?
Can't say, but he's going straight to the front door.
Thanks, Duncan.
Do you need a hand?
Yeah, sure. Now, if he's coming here, we don't move till he gets inside, OK? DCI Meadows, Sunhill. Who are you?
You've no right in here.
Well, if you're not going to tell us, we'll have to find out for ourselves.
Get off of me! Purpose of identification. Yes, Ben Wallace.
So what's in the bag?
Well, it smells like fish and chips.
Right, you're going to have to answer a few questions, Mr. Wallace. I'm going to have to tell you anything.
If you want to ask me questions, you'll have to do it at the police station in front of my solicitor.
So what station's that, then? Sunhill? June, watch him.
I reckon the clock's just started ticking.
How we doing, Trev?
All set.
Building's clear.
Thanks.
Anything else you need? Well, yeah, you could hold on to the paint can. Keep it steady for me if you like. Yeah, it's OK, Inspector. I'm only joking. No, I've got everything I need. You go back and join your people. I'll see you later.
Right. OK. Do you want the door open or closed?
Closed, I think. Yeah, gently.
So much for staying out of the wet, eh, Dave?
All right, keep it down!
Is anyone missing?
Everyone's here, Sarge.
No, look, all keep calm. We're getting you sorted out as soon as possible.
Oi, you lot, stop complaining. You'll stand out here with the rest of us.
Here, Sarge, how long are we going to keep them cooped up like this? I mean, one of them's going to want to go to the toilet.
Have to wait till we get to Barton Street.
Oh, we are moving them then.
That's right, Reg. You and me. What fun.
OK, Trev, just getting set up now. Let's get a happy snap of this thing, shall we?
6:58.
OK, call it. And give me a mark every 5 minutes.
Roger. Marked.
How are they doing, sir?
Well, I think perhaps we better leave them to it.
If it's all the same to you, sir, I'd rather be here.
What are his chances, realistically speaking?
Tell you, Chief Inspector. Don't worry. I've never lost a police station yet.
It's a sensitive mic, sir. If you're going to stay here, you might want to keep your voice down.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Is that it? Is that what you were going to do? Just sit there and eat your chips while everyone's rushing round trying to find your bomb?
What bomb?
You must have thought it was really bad luck that Emma came back tonight instead of at the weekend. And you left such a mess behind. She must have thought she'd been burgled.
Oh, yeah. The precious flat's in a mess. Better call the police. Just what I'd expect.
Wasn't only that, though. You left a fax about the bomb on that machine.
No comment.
Oh, come on. You've been building a bomb here in Emma's flat while she's been away. Why deny it?
No comment.
One thing we don't know, though, is why. I mean, why go to all that effort, all that planning? I mean, for what? Who's going to be claiming the credit?
I don't have to talk to you. Not here. Not without my solicitor. I know my rights under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
So what about the right of the man who's working on your bomb now? What about his right not to be killed?
No. It's not my responsibility.
Of course it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to his wife and kids if he gets killed. It's going to be you up there on a murder charge. You on your own. So come on, tell us why you've been building this bomb. You must have a reason.
No comment.
But listen, Ben.
It's not my responsibility. No comment. Not my responsibility.
Sierra Oscar 595. The suspect is confirmed as Ben Wallace and has been detained by DCI Meadows.
Understood, Sierra Bravo. Thank you. 595 out. Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace.
I suppose you know all about what happened when Ben was 17.
I know that he was sectioned for psychiatric evaluation.
Has he been in trouble since then, do you know?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know what he's been doing, or where he's been living, or what he does?
Sorry, not really.
Complete waste. Everything just gone. You think I was hard on him, don't you?
No. No, not at all. But I know it can be difficult.
No. No, it wasn't with Ben. All the time he was growing up, we were real friends, you know? Real mates. Everybody used to say so. Right up until he was 16. That's rare, isn't it? Teenage son, still being mates with his dad. And then, I don't know, almost overnight, everything changed. Suddenly we had the police calling around here all the time. Then being arrested for hitting a teacher. Setting fire to a school classroom one night. I couldn't understand it. It was just like someone had flicked a switch inside him and turned him into a completely different person.
Was he charged?
Yeah. But every time they allowed him home, and every time it just got worse. And then, in the end, they made him stay in hospital for psychiatric tests. I'd have never allowed that, not if I'd thought, not if I'd known it would turn him against me like that, against us.
They probably would have sectioned him anyway, even without your consent.
Yeah, I know. As far as Ben was concerned, it was still all have been my fault.
I see.
No. You can't. Still. Thank you. I'm sorry if I seemed uncaring earlier on. I suppose I do it to protect Helen as much as anything. It's easier to pretend you don't care, even if you do.
OK, Trev, time to have a look inside. What do you reckon, top or side? Top, I reckon. If he's just an amateur. Now, I have got a couple of leverage positions, one at 12 and the other at 6.
OK. Coming up on 5 minutes in.
OK.
I'm sorry, sir. You'd have to turn around and take another route.
What's happening?
We're working on the bomb now.
They reckon he's set to go off just before 5:30.
No, you don't know that for sure.
Does anyone know how big it is?
Well, big enough, otherwise we wouldn't be over here, would we?
OK, there's something near the centre, about 4 centimetres long with wires attached to it. It seems to be running from the centre out to the side at about 10 o'clock. Let's just see how much play he's given us here. Oh. OK. I can see a slide switch, Trev. Yeah, and I can see the anchor cord. It's an elastic band. I have got room to cut it. You still there, Mr. Conway?
Yeah, still here.
It's amazing what you can do. Cutting the anchor cord now, Trev. With a clothes peg and a piece of cardboard. Okay. You lift off the lid. A piece of cardboard is pulled out by the elastic band. And these 2 wires make contact and boom.
You mean it's safe now?
Not quite, no, but at least we know what we're dealing with. Now, I'm going to make it safe now, Trev, before we go on. What time is it?
8 minutes down.
Time for a donor at this rate. You tell Mike he's buying.
Keep in order, stay where I've told you. Look, mate, just getting sick of you. Come over and get your sort. Tell you what, do me a favour, put him through first, will you?
If it was down to me, I'd have sent him in to defuse the bomb.
Oh, mate, do us a favour, keep an eye on that one. They're just going to drift off everywhere otherwise.
Wire number 3 is live. Wire number 4 live. Now, I've got a dead end here, Trev. Wire number 5's taped up with no current. Uh-oh. Our boy's been reading his textbooks. Got a nifty little firing circuit across the top of section 2. The timer's underneath it. Another dead wire here too. Make that number 6. What's he been playing at? All nice and neat, but 2 spare wires. Why would he leave them?
Maybe he changed his mind about something and took it out.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Conway?
Yes, Paul.
Do we know when our boy left us here?
We're pretty sure it would have been sometime today, that's all.
Well, could he have come back and fiddled with it after he'd placed it?
He would have had access to it, yes.
OK, we'll best press on. I'm going to isolate the firing circuit first and then go back for a look at the clock.
Time mark, 15 minutes.
So what about that timer? We looked at the box, looked pretty cheap. Did you test it before you put it in? So what about the rest of it? Did you design it yourself?
It's not going to work.
What, the bomb?
No, this. You think if you keep talking, I'll tell you something, but it's not going to work. It's not my responsibility. I know how you people work. I know all the tricks.
Nobody's trying to trick you, Ben. Whatever happens to the bomb, we want you to help yourself.
Help myself? Help myself?
Yeah, why not? You didn't want to kill anybody. That's why you left that warning note to send. But if the bomb does go off, somebody will be killed. So why don't you tell us how you made the bomb?
No.
Well, why then? I mean, why now? Was it just because you had the opportunity, because you were working at the station? Or have you been waiting to get your own back since 1989?
1989. 1989. What's that got to do with it?
I was there, Ben. I know what happened.
You don't know. No one does. You all did just what you wanted, all of you.
No, Ben. People were trying to help you then, and they're trying to help you now.
You didn't want to help. You just want to keep things the same. That's all you care about, keep things the same. Nobody wants anything to change. You don't want anything to upset their cosy little world. You know, they let people like you do what you want just so they can have their nice little cosy house and garden and 2 weeks in sunny Spain. He's dead anyway. Dead from the neck up.
Who's dead anyway?
All of them. They're pathetic.
No, you said he's dead.
No, you're not listening. You never do.
Ben.
Oh, no, you don't. I know all the tricks. Don't waste your breath. I'm not going to say anything else. It's not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility. All of you just do whatever you like, but you never listen to me. You know, you never listen. All of you, you just talk and you talk and you talk and you talk. It's enough!
Sit down, Ben!
You've no right to keep me here. This is oppressive questioning. I want legal representation. I have a right to silence. Silence. Not talk.
Coming up on 20 minutes in, Paul.
I can see the detonator. It's attached to wires 5 and 3 running back to the timer.
Can you extract it?
Now, hold on, there's something else here. It's another bloody wire. Section 4. What's he playing at? Checking for current. I think I know what's been going on here, Trev. Cutting wires 5 and 2 to isolate the detonator. Number 5. 2. Mr. Conway.
Yeah.
I told you I'd never lost a police station yet.
What, you mean that's it? It's safe?
Yep. Once Socko's done that bit, you can have it as a paperweight if you want. Station's all yours.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I think he knows we haven't got time to get him to a proper interview situation. And even if we did, I don't think we'd get anything out of him. He thinks we're all part of a conspiracy to keep everyone in their place, especially him.
You mean he's a nutcase?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sounds like he's got a grudge against everyone. Parents, government, police. Don't know what's with the bomb, though, does it?
All units from Sierra Oscar. We have an all clear at Sierra Oscar. Repeat, we have an all clear at Sierra Oscar.
Thought so.
What?
Still time for a kebab.
Is there anything we can do? I mean, Ben will need a solicitor, won't he?
Don't worry. If Ben asks for a solicitor, he'll be provided with one. Tony?
If I came down to the station, would somebody be able to tell me what's happening?
They could, but you might be in for a long wait. Ben needs to be interviewed before any decisions are made.
Even so, I'd like to be there, just in case I can help. It's a long time since I was able to do anything for my boy.
When you get to the station, ask for me. I'll tell you what I can.
Thank you, I will.
It's completely deactivated.
Not completely. You could play football with it if you wanted to. The box is just security. We don't want anyone nicking it, do we? Oh, and I can't let you have it for a souvenir.
Right. Well, I'm going home again.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What did you mean when you were working on the bomb and you said you thought you knew what would be going on inside it?
Oh, yeah, I found another dead wire, and it didn't do anything. Which was odd, because the rest of the thing was put together pretty neatly. Well, then I realised he'd taken something out, like a trembler device or some other booby trap. And rather than tidy up, he just, pushed the loose wires out of the way.
Do you know why he would take something out?
Well, he most probably tested it and found it wasn't safe. He didn't want to blow himself up. Most of them don't. Strange, that.
It couldn't have been because he wanted it for something else, like another bomb.
Well, it's possible, I suppose. I mean, Mike didn't find another trembler at the flat, but... No, I wouldn't worry too much about that, Inspector. I mean, the chances are he just wasn't as clever as he thought he was. Not many are. Which is just as well, really.
can have your precious little flat all to yourself again.
I don't understand.
Of course not. You also never do.
That's enough. Move it.
Here, Oscar from DC Homes.
Go ahead, Gary.
We're leaving the Wallace house now, Gary, but Mr. Wallace says he's coming to the station. You might want to make sure...
DC Homes and DC Meadows, you're receiving.
Go ahead, Gov.
You still at Wallace's parents?
No, Gov, we've just left.
Was everything all right there?
Well, it seemed okay. Is there a problem?
I want you to have a look around, see if there's anything out of place. You see, there's just a chance, a small chance, that Ben Wallace was round there sometime today.
Oh, great.
Kerry! Mr. Wallace!
Stay there!
Mr. Wallace!
Yeah. Sierra Oscar from DC Homes. Urgent message. Ambulance and fire brigade police to 41 Woolcott Road. There's been an explosion.
DC Homes and DCI Meadows, what's going on?
I don't know, Gov. There must have been something under the car.
Any casualties?
One, sir. Mr. Wallace.
DC Homes from Sierra Oscar.
Duncan.
LSB on way.
Gov. Get him out of here!
It tickles. What does it say? I want to know what it says. Ali, it's Sergeant Ackland.
Sarge, look.
Ali! Ali, can you hear me? Is that another way round? Stand back. Right, let's try and move this table.
Okay. Once I've got it.
I've got it wrong. Okay. She's still warm. She's still...
Oscar from 518, urgent message.
Sorry, she's still with us.
Go ahead, 518.
Ali?
Ambulance
Ali, can you hear me?
74 Byron House, female casualty.
Ali, if you can hear me, we're just going to turn you over. Cass,
Really?
can you hold her head? Yeah. All right, there you go. And... Oh. Okay, that's good. Oh, not again.
Just give us some room, please, sir.
June,
So,
how's it looking?
punched mainly, I think. This gives you some idea of how hard.
Sort of precious stone.
Yeah, one of the paramedics just saw it fall out of her face.
So what about the writing?
Same as last time, on her back.
And who reported it?
It's a bit more complicated than that this time. I'll explain it to you later.
Right, I'll have a look.
So,
Listen, you slack bitch. I'm gonna burn you alive. You're gonna scream and scream and scream. It's gonna be slow and it's gonna hurt. You're really gonna suffer, bitch. I'm gonna make you wish you'd never been born. No quick death for you. That's the easy way out. You listening to me, bitch?
obviously, I can't say for certain whether that was Ali, but And the hospital says it's going to be a while before we can talk to her. But this and a number of other similar calls were made to a Julia Marshall on 3 Acre Lane.
Charming.
Now, these calls were all traced to Ali's flat, and we'd just gone round there to follow it up.
So what's the connection, June?
I don't even know if there is any. I mean, it might have been a mistake, a wrong number.
Listen, Don.
Ali seems to have used her own phone to make these calls.
And nobody seriously making threats is going to be that stupid.
And none of the calls made any specific or personal reference to Julia Marshall at all, not even a mention of her name.
However.
Her long-time pimp is Robert Stone.
Yeah, and enough said. But before we get too excited about putting this one on him, there are a couple of things that don't quite add up.
No. For one thing, Stone can't spell.
Well, you're close, Don. Now, the writing, join the club, was on both prostitutes. But unlike Kirsten...
Oh, Crystal Cup.
The writing on Ali didn't look fresh.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that the writing and the attack are connected.
Yeah, I can understand Stone beating the hell out of Ali, but Stone with Crystal?
It's the same business.
Crystal's way up the other end of the scale.
I think it's important to find out why Ali was making these calls.
Any suggestion that this Julia Marshall is, or was at any time on the game?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Well, we can't rule that out.
You know Crystal well then, Sarge?
Yeah, we've met once or twice.
Met, Daniel. As in one meets, all right?
Sarge, I never suggested anything.
No. Crystal.
Don, I'm sorry, but I'm... Oh. Is this,
Yeah, just a follow-up to last week.
Oh, right. Well, you better come in. Make yourselves at home. You're not in any hurry, are you?
Hurry. Me?
Good. Because although I can still manage most things with one hand, closing my suitcase isn't one of them. Don?
Met as in one meets. In that case, if you want me to met off, Sarge, just say the word.
Julia Marshall.
Yes?
I'm DCI Meadows. This is DC Holmes from Son Hill. It's about the malicious phone calls. Do you mind if we come in?
Have you found out who she is yet?
Well, that's what we'd like to talk to you about.
So you know who's been making the calls, then?
Yes, Ali Finch. You've never heard of her?
No, no idea.
Danny! Danny!
Do us a favour, mate. Take a couple of these out, will you?
That's very kind.
Thanks.
Son, 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 here I come.
Crystal?
Don, is this... I mean, do I really have to?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Why can't you talk to some of the officers who are here?
Look, it is important.
Why, have you found him?
No.
Have you lived here long?
About a year.
When you moved in, was it a new phone?
Yes, it was a new phone.
Do you live alone?
Yes.
Look, I'm sorry to ask you a personal question, but are you involved with anybody?
No. Look, I've answered all these questions before. Why aren't you asking her? I mean, what has she said?
Well, we need to gather as much information as we can.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think I've given you all the information I can.
This may not be relevant, but Ali is a prostitute.
None of this makes any sense to me at all. Has she said anything?
No, she's in hospital at the moment. She's been very badly beaten.
Oh, I see. So that's why you're here, is it?
I know this isn't very pleasant, Miss Marshall.
No, it isn't.
But we're as baffled by this whole thing as you are.
So I'm to account for my movements today, am I?
No. We'd just like you to show us your hands.
What?
Your hands. Before we go, do you mind telling us what you do for a living?
I'm a dietitian.
Is that a full-time occupation?
And what are you trying to suggest? That I'm a prostitute in my spare time?
This is where Ali and most of Stone's girls hang out.
Lorry driver's little piece of heaven. Full English breakfast followed by milkshakes around the back, eh?
This was more than just a few slaps.
Yeah, whoever it was had also written on Ali's back.
What?
Does that ring any bells with you? Beth? When did any of you last see Ali?
At weekend.
Where?
Here.
Was she with anyone?
Ali was off the game.
Really? When did she stop?
A couple of days ago.
Why? Oh, well, I mean, she must have had a reason.
Beth works with her most at time. I don't know, she didn't say anything to me.
Did she mention anything about making any calls?
Calls? What, like phone sex? No, look, you're backing up the wrong tree. This has got nothing to do with punters. If Ali wasn't doing tricks, then she wasn't seeing any, was she?
Still on inquiries, Gov. DC Glacier.
So it was a new client.
First time.
Which hotel?
The Ivy Ridge. You think you'd be safe there. It's not like the City Rest Motel. That's what was so frightening. There was nothing odd about him. In fact, the opposite. I felt safe.
What? Even when he kept the lights off and made you wear a blindfold?
Yes. You should see what some of them make me wear and do. I need a drink, Don. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Brandy, the little fat glass. Short, fat, tall, thin.
Tall, not fat. Not very old, I mean. Maybe in his 30s. The light wasn't very good. Well, it was off.
Voice?
He didn't say much.
Smell?
Sergeant.
Clean.
Beard or moustache?
No.
Anyway, you think you might recognise him again?
What, like in that department, you mean? No.
When he wrote on you?
Yeah. I didn't like that much. But as I say, compared to some of the things that are done, it wasn't that bad.
So he did that first, right on you?
Yeah. It was only when I knew, I could sense he'd taken his condom off. He'd offered me loads before so he didn't have to wear one. But I said, no way. And it was only when he tried to continue that I freaked out and started shouting.
Did he hit you?
All I know is the next thing I was waking up in the back of the ambulance with this.
Okay.
Has he done it again?
Maybe. Look, join the club. Did he say what that meant?
No.
You going somewhere nice?
Yes. Guess. The Virgin Islands.
Yeah. Well, you make sure you enjoy it.
I will.
It's got to be Stan.
You're right, and I think we better be quick. DCI Meadows from DC Lennox.
Go ahead, Duncan.
We're going over to Stern's place.
Okay, meet you there.
Yeah, in position, Gov.
Okay. Robert Stern, DCI Meadows, Stone Hill. Duncan.
Yeah, give us that. DCI Meadows from DS Beech.
Go ahead, Don.
Stern's not our man, Gov. Description doesn't fit.
Well, I don't think that matters too much anymore, Don. Thank you, Jim.
So,
And the rings.
No, I can't get it off.
Was that who did it?
That was her pimp.
What news of Ali?
She hasn't come round yet, poor kid. Sarge?
I found her like that.
Like what?
Somebody, a ditter.
But that wasn't you.
No, no way, man. Ali's a good little girl, you know. I'd never hurt her.
She's so good you just left her lying there with her face smashed in.
There was nothing I could do, was there?
Called an ambulance.
I did. I told an onlooker to get help. Because I knew, you see, if I'd have called in, yeah, I knew what you'd think. But I didn't do it.
For the tape, Mr. Stern is wearing a ring on his right hand. Could you tell us why you've been finding it impossible to get that ring off?
I injured my hand as I've explained, in a fight with a mugger.
I'm showing the suspect JA1, which is a small precious stone. Now, whoever hit Ali hit her so hard that they left this behind. Can you show me the ring, please? No, the other one. Can you tell me what's missing from that ring?
All units, the section of railway nearest to Tedder Lane reports of someone playing chicken on the line. Any unit clear?
Sierra Oscar from 4A on way.
Oscar from 340, show us 15.
I had to.
What?
No, she came at me and I had to.
So you're saying that she attacked you?
Yeah.
So you hit her?
In self-defence. You know how women can get when they're jealous.
You attacked her because she wasn't doing any more tricks for you?
No.
Oh, so she had started working again? Standing up to you like that? No respect? What would the other girls think? So you had to teach her a lesson? Tell me about the calls.
What calls?
The ones that Ali was making, scaring the life out of someone.
Eh?
That was the last straw, wasn't it? When she refused to make any more calls for you.
You've lost me there, mate. What calls?
Join the club.
No, thanks.
So what was all that about, then?
I don't know.
The writing on Ali's back.
It's nothing to do with me, mate.
You know about it?
No.
Any luck, Cass? Well, I can't find anyone who's seen anything. 48 from 340.
Right, receiving.
Anything your end, Sarge?
Nah, nothing.
Oi, listen! Get off the line! Get off the line! Oi! Ah!
You had no right to do that. You had no right. I'm dead anyway. He's given me AIDS.
Sir, Duncan. She thinks she's HIV positive.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but she thinks somebody's deliberately given it to her. The writing, join the club?
You're joking.
No. Beth, this is DCI Meadows.
Hello, Beth.
I'd like you to tell him what you told me. Beth?
He wrote on us. We did it, and then he told me.
Can you describe him?
Tall, wore a sports hat, pulled down, dark glasses.
And where did this happen?
Stone's got a flat on Wellstead Street.
Who else works there?
Ali. When you said about the writing on her back, I knew that he was for real, and that's why she'd stopped working.
I've suggested that Beth goes to see her GP straight away. Or I could take you to St Hugh's if you want. I mean, he may not have passed it on to you.
Are you sure there's nothing we can do or nowhere we can take you? Or you will talk to someone, won't you? You shouldn't be going through this on your own.
Look, I've got to go.
Beth!
Sorry. We can't make her have a test.
Then we can't prove a thing, because she'll need one now and another in 3 months' time.
Back to work.
She should not be left on her own.
Well, it's her choice. There's nothing we can do.
Now, let's not get this all out of proportion, eh?
Beth is the second one we found today, sir. If this man's on a mission...
It's
I mean, how
terrifying.
many others are there out there that we don't know about? They're hardly racing to come forward,
What I'm trying
are
to say, June, is he might simply turn out to be just a jerk. Now, hear me out. We don't know if there's anything wrong with this guy. He might be just one of these people who gets his kicks out of fear and terror. And what better way of exploiting that than telling these girls that he's got AIDS? Now, I don't want people going around saying there's a madman on the loose, when he's just a moron. I don't want any panic.
Sir.
Duncan, go.
Panic.
What kind of guy would do this, Sarge?
tall and very ordinary looking by the sound of it so far.
It makes Stern look positively human. And I didn't think that was possible. Hello, darling. There you go. Don't tell me even the dog gets a pat.
Cheers.
We've picked up Stern.
So? Ali will forgive him. Bunch of flowers normally does it.
Not the state she's in this time.
Oh, a box of chocolates in.
Look, something else has come up. It's a punter. He's tall, white, clean-shaven. He's wearing a hat pulled down over his hair, dark glasses.
He likes unprotected sex.
Oh, Lord still, darling. But it's a closed shop round here. Unless little Willie wears his waterproof.
Look, we've got to find this man. We can't be certain, but we think this man might have HIV. So, if anyone answering that description approaches you, I want you to phone me straight away.
Paid a couple of visits to Stern's flat in Wellstead Street.
What are you waiting for then? Sterny baby. His big limbs.
Hey?
What, he's got pictures?
All sorts of comings and goings.
Look, have you asked Beth? Beth?
She was with us at the cafe.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Do you know where she lives?
I've seen her on the Larkmead.
Hi.
Yeah.
DC Lennox, Sunhill. Does a Beth Muriel live here?
Yeah, but she's out. Can I help?
Sarge. She lives here, but she's not in.
Oh. Mr. Muriel? These are just routine inquiries, but we do need to speak to your wife in person. Do you know where she is?
She's still at work.
Do you know what time she'll be back?
Well, it depends what her job is. She works for a catering firm, functions and stuff. They go all over, you just never know. He who pays the pipe, he calls the tune.
Well, listen, I really need to speak to her. Could she ring me as soon as she gets back? This is my card. Phone number's on there.
What's it about?
We believe that she may be the victim of a recent credit card fraud.
She doesn't have a credit card.
That's the whole point.
Right. Beth, please.
Yes.
Mrs. Muriel?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's nothing. I was just explaining to your husband that we're investigating fraud.
Beth?
I don't know.
I just need to ask you a couple of questions.
Right, well, you better come in.
This is no reflection on you, sir, but because of the nature of the case, I need to talk to your wife on her own.
Fine. I'll take him out to play. Chloe.
What the hell are you doing here?
We have got to find this man.
I've told you everything I know. Now, please leave me alone.
Beth, I promise you I wouldn't be asking you this if it wasn't really important.
Oh, you promised me, dear. Well, promise me this. If I help you now, that's it. You won't involve me again and you won't come near my family again.
I can't promise that. Beth, OK.
So you do? You promise?
Yes.
Stern's got a darkroom place. He uses it to take photos of the punters as they leave the flat on Wellstead Street.
When they leave?
Then he sends them what he calls parking tickets, the pictures. I don't think he asks very much for it, but he always seems to get it.
How does he know who they are?
There's a jacuzzi there. We're to take the punters into there or the shower and, well, you know, while one's the other's to get the details.
Where is this darkroom?
It's in the flats opposite.
And he's definitely got a photograph of the man who attacked you?
Yeah. But not an address. We could only get his mobile.
Where is it?
I don't know. Ali had it.
OK, Ali's got the mobile of the guy who hurt her. So what does she do? She calls the numbers programmed in the phone memory.
To get back at him. And one of the numbers is Julian Marshall's.
I know how important this is to you, June, but Stern won't even admit to assault. And now you expect him to put his hands up to blackmail. All right, but no concessions and no deals. I'm serious, June, because if Ellie were to die...
Sir. Right, Mr. Stern, we know that you've been busy taking photographs, but the one we're interested in are of punters leaving your flat, Duncan. We're looking for a man who we believe has been trying to pass HIV on to women.
Yeah, right.
The writing on Ali's back? The reason she wasn't working? He's tall, white, clean-shaven, wearing dark glasses and sports cap.
Ah, him.
Sarge! Go on.
Bingo.
Oh, yes.
Sarge.
Disappointing, eh? Don't worry, I know who he is.
Who?
All you have to do is let me go.
Oh, no way.
I can even place him in the flat at exactly the right time.
We can certainly have a word with the judge.
That's not enough.
He could be bluffing, Sarge.
He had a mobile phone, didn't he?
No deal.
Your loss.
We are showing the suspect exhibit DL1, a series of pictures of men entering and leaving number 17 Wellstead Street.
Your loss.
One photograph in particular I'd like you to look at.
Your loss, your loss.
When did you last sleep with Ali? I mean, you do sleep with her, don't you? That's your right as her pimp.
Nice try. But she didn't have it. It was just an excuse. It's a Puffs thing, isn't it?
He could have passed it on to Ali and she could have passed it on to you.
Then aren't I the lucky one?
More thanks to Ali, I suspect. I bet she knew the risks and wouldn't let you. That's what happened, isn't it? That's what the fight was about. She said no. Oh, it's one thing to say no to the punters, but you say no to you? You half beat her to death, and yet Ali was the one trying to save your life. Well, I think you owe her one, Mr. Stern. Now, where do we find this man?
You had your chance.
We could try showing this to Julia or Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could see if we could try and find that mobile phone. It might still be in Ali's flat.
Yeah?
Lennox. They've spotted him.
Come on, Jerry! Six eight to assistant required Mercy Street Canal! Get back! Get back! Watch it! Right! Just calm down and stand back. Just calm down.
Die!
That's him, Dave! Get him!
All units, suspect heading west over Canal 3!
Stay with him, Dave, stay with him.
Dave, can you see him? Dave, are you still with him? Dave! I've lost him. I know he's in the marina, but I've lost him.
At the marina now, Sarge.
Stop, police!
Cass is still with him, Sarge. He's heading east towards the gates to the car park.
Yes, stay with him, Cass, stay with him.
right. Yeah. Well done.
Name? Name?
No ID on him.
Tom, I'll be with you in a minute, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Sarge, is that Auntie Marshall?
Do you know him?
Well, you could say that, yeah. What's he in for?
How do you know him?
What's going on, Sarge?
Come and talk in my office.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Come in, come in. Are you sure you know that man?
What's this about, Sarge?
Is he related to a Julia Marshall?
Yeah, husband.
And has he got a record?
Well, only as a bit of a lady killer.
What?
Well, they're not usually mate-ate, but I am a bit of a sucker for a Geordie. Not that I want it around the station. It wasn't exactly my finest hour. What's he in for?
Liz, did you... When you were going out with him, did he ever give you any indication that he might be ill?
Ill? No. Well, I mean, he had a wonky knee, or...
How long ago was all this?
About 18 months ago. Look, Sarge, you're going to tell me what's going on, or what?
Yeah. Well, it's no good, there's just no easy way of saying this. We think that he's been going round deliberately trying to infect prostitutes with HIV.
What? Are you sure?
We don't know his HIV status yet. He won't even tell us his name. But did he ever give you any indication?
No. Look, Sarge, are you sure you haven't made a mistake here?
Has he got a job?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a property developer.
I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to ask you some very personal questions. When you were together, did he ever do anything to frighten you?
No.
I mean, sexually. You know, blindfolds, games, that kind of thing.
No, Sarge. Oh. Well, we were adventurous, for want of a better word. But strange, no, nothing strange. I thought it was all going great guns. Until suddenly one day I found his wedding ring, which somehow has slipped his mind to wear.
Liz, he's attacked at least 3 women that we know of so far. Do you think you need to see the FME? It's Sally, she's... Yes?
Sarge, I'm sorry, I'm just... Liz, we're ready to interview.
Oh, right.
Actually, I haven't quite finished what I was saying to Liz. Can you hang on for a bit?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, I think I better see the FME.
Well, on suspicion of intentionally transmitting an infectious disease.
Though how the hell you prove intent, and how the hell you show that he transmitted the disease, I don't know.
Well, what are you saying we should do then? Just give up and let him go?
No, I'm not saying that, no. I just don't envy your job. See, maybe your trump card is the fact that he won't release any details. If you could charge him with something, intent to commit GBH, for instance.
I really...
If he doesn't give his name, that will stop him from getting bail, which means at least you can keep him off the street for a while. Let me know how you get on, anyway.
Sarge? Right. This is a photograph of him arriving. OK? Now, have a look at this. This is from the film that I've just had developed. And hey presto.
Yes, we've got him!
Oh, and the FME's waiting for you downstairs?
Oh, yeah, right. Good, good, Duncan.
Hi, Greg. It's Liz. Listen, I'm going to have to cry off tonight. Yeah, I know. But another time, eh? No, I can't tonight. No, everything's fine. Let's just say it's a bit of a bad time. Yeah, okay. Bye.
Liz.
Sally. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm feeling better. Thanks.
Oh, right, okay. Sure?
Yeah, thanks. I just had a bit of a dizzy spell, that's all. Sorry to bother you. Actually, Sarge, I better be going.
No, there's no hurry. I've just spoken to Tom and he says you're not needed straight away.
Well, thanks, but...
Sally, why don't you come in a minute? Look, given what the prisoner's in for, I'm sure that you can understand our concern for the women he's been in contact with.
Of course.
If he is HIV positive, what are the chances that he's passed it on?
Well, the short answer is it's hard to tell. A lot will depend on the guy's viral load. If his count is high, then obviously the risk is high. But it can also depend on the frequency and type of sexual contact.
Right.
I'm sorry, but there's no simple equation.
No.
But you'd be amazed. With all the new drugs and treatments, the outlook's much better than it was. Am I missing something here?
Have you any idea why? I mean, why would someone do this?
I'm no psychologist. How the hell would I know?
Sorry about that.
Nice day.
Duncan, any other victims come forward?
No.
Well, they haven't heard of any more.
Right, is that you?
He's ready.
Right, come on.
OK, exhibit TP3, a silver snuff box.
Plate. Silver plate. Big difference.
OK, exhibit TP3 was found in the right-hand coat pocket.
No, it wasn't.
What, you're now denying that it was found in your pocket?
No, it wasn't in the right-hand pocket. It was in the left.
The left?
Yeah.
Right.
Left.
OK. I'm showing the suspect Exhibit JA2. A picture of a man outside a property known as 17 Wellstead Street. Now, if you don't mind, can you see if you recognise that person in the picture? Well, do you recognise the guy in the picture?
You visited that flat on at least 2 occasions, didn't you? You paid to have unprotected sex with 2 of the girls there, and then you said to the girls in question, and indeed wrote on them, join the club. I'm showing the suspect Exhibit JA4. You told the girls that you had HIV and that now they had it too, or at least you hoped they had. I'm asking you one more time, are you aware that you carry the virus? What, is this some kind of sick joke?
The suspect looks at his hand, but says nothing.
Oh, interview terminated at 21:38.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm fine. What did he say?
Nothing. Oh, literally not a word.
So we still don't know. What about the FME?
She couldn't say. Look, Liz, I know this is your decision, but...
Sarge, the quickest way to deal with this is if I speak to him. Look, bugger pays, so can't we just say I know the prisoner? No. Under the circumstances,
no,
it's the
Liz,
truth.
I'm sorry,
Look, we're not breaking any rules.
Now, the only advantage we have is that he's refusing to say who he is.
But Sarge...
Look, I don't even know if I can get him charged. And if I can, then I'm not having the case against him thrown out just because we've fallen down on some bit of procedure. You know, you're not the only person I have to consider.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and more to the point, what do you think he's going to say? I mean, if he says he's got it, then he incriminates himself. If he doesn't know, or if he says he hasn't, are you going to be any the wiser? Even if he says it's a recent thing, are you honestly going to believe him? I'm sorry, Liz. I think you've got to assume the worst. Look, even if this is some kind of vicious prank, then why hasn't he said? I mean, it'd be a lot less than he's facing now.
That's why I need to speak to him, Sarge. Look, we discussed this once, and I think I might have jokingly mentioned if he ever was arrested, to sit there and say nothing.
Oh.
And also, it's not just about me, is it? I mean, since Andy... Not that there's been many, but there's Greg. And before that, look, they're all going to have to know, and I can think of at least one who... Well, we're not exactly on speaking terms.
Oh, Liz.
Yeah. They're just going to love me now.
Right. Let's go and see what Sergeant Boyden has to say.
What? You reckon you know him?
Yeah, a couple of local rugby matches I've been to. I think he plays for the team.
Yeah, I mean, see, if she does know him, then she might be able to persuade him to cooperate.
Well, as long as that's all it is.
Thanks, Matt.
And as long as I'm there.
Oh, Matt, it's only for a minute.
You know the score, June. It's more than my life's worth.
Fair enough.
Right. Someone to see you.
Andy.
Of all the cells in all the world, you walk into mine.
Sarge? Andy.
I think I'm some kind of monster. It's incredible.
I can't discuss it. I'm not allowed.
Right.
But I recommend you do. Look, I know what I might have said in the past, but this situation isn't going to help anyone. You've got to start talking to Sergeant Ackland.
And is that it? Is that all you care about?
Andy.
Have you any idea what I'm going through?
Andy.
No!
OK, Sarge. It's him, Andrew Marshall.
Right.
Liz!
I can't do any more, Andy. Please, just cooperate.
That's right, leave me. I think you can just walk away. I guarantee you this, Liz. You'll be back. You'll be back.
He lives on a narrowboat on the marina. Lucky rover.
That makes sense. He was picked up near there.
You'll find a spare key in the coal scuttle by the door.
Cheers.
Oh, and don't touch his fossils.
We all make mistakes, Matt, as you well know.
The key?
We know where the key is.
You going to cooperate now, Mr. Marshall?
I think most people would rather you didn't smash down their front door when there's absolutely no reason for it.
What are you talking about? Get in there.
Sit down and don't move.
Are these really necessary?
Did you hear what I said?
Duncan, we need to see if there's any medication on the boat.
Sarge.
So you don't live with your wife, Mr. Marshall?
No.
Is there any particular reason?
Sometimes, as I'm sure you probably know, loving someone is not enough.
Don't you think she has a right to know?
Of course, and as soon as I get the chance, I'll go and see her. You haven't told her anything, I hope. My God, you have, haven't you?
No.
How could you? She must be in a hell of a
She
state.
doesn't even know you've been arrested.
Only that you
Mr.
think I'm
Marshall.
HIV positive and have been going around shagging prostitutes.
I have not told your wife anything.
Doesn't sound like it. We seem to have got off to a bad start with each other.
It would help if you answered some questions.
Liz?
Duncan? Yeah, look, I know, all right? You don't have to say anything. I owe you one.
Liz, what the hell are you... This is a really bad idea.
What was I supposed to do, Sarge? Stay at home, put my feet up?
Is she now part of the investigation? What is she doing here? She certainly hasn't come here for my benefit. She made that abundantly clear back at the station. Didn't you, Liz? So, what is it? Your own selfish needs? Or have you simply come to gloat in the hope that I might be utterly humiliated for the unspeakable crime of dropping you?
What? I left you, Auntie.
Sarge! Sarge, come with you.
Sally, it's June Ackland. We found some medication. Can you tell me what it's for? It's called Combivir. Right, thanks. How long have you been HIV positive, Mr. Marshall?
Long enough.
What is this medication for?
None of your business.
Oh, yes, it is, Mr. Marshall. You've made sure of that.
No.
You had unprotected sexual intercourse in the full knowledge that it posed a considerable risk.
So what? We all know it's a risk, but it's not a crime. Having unprotected sex is not a crime. Having HIV is not a crime. I've not committed any crime.
To intentionally transmit an infectious disease is a crime.
The same applies to colds, does it? I had no intention of transmitting anything. If it happens, it happens.
Right, so you now admit to having unprotected sex in the full knowledge that you were HIV positive.
It is not a crime. And you had no right to go digging into my private life, my health. If I'm ill, that's my business, not yours.
Mr. Marshall, I'm
Are you
afraid...
married, Sergeant?
Mr. Marshall,
Single?
that is...
Separated? Divorced? Living with someone? Are they male or female? Are you a lesbian? What sexually transmitted diseases have you got? Are you prepared to answer that? Then how do you think I feel?
You?
Julia.
What?
It's about Andy. Can I come in for a minute?
You've got a nerve.
He's been arrested.
You knew you were infectious. You knew the risks, and yet you actively encouraged at least 2 prostitutes to have unprotected sex with you.
That's their lookout. They knew the score.
No, they didn't, Mr. Marshall. No, they didn't. And how do you explain, before having sex with any of your victims, you wrote on their backs, join the club? Well, what club would that be, Mr. Marshall?
I don't know what erotic means to you, but for me there is something deeply sensual about a woman's back. Watching the gentle flow of the pen over the warm skin. Little mounds and contours. I like that.
And then do you like telling your victims they're now HIV positive?
I didn't.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
You know, even if I'd wanted to pass on HIV, which I don't, having sex once the normal old-fashioned heterosexual way is hardly an effective method of doing it.
I don't think that's going to be much comfort to any of your victims, Mr. Marshall. Once can be plenty. It's time you face that.
It gives me no pleasure to be here.
No?
You didn't even tell the officer earlier on that you were married.
He moved out 3 months ago.
So when was the last time you saw him?
Friday.
Did Andy give you any indication that he might be ill?
He's changed so much over the last 3 months. Never see a doctor. Unless he's seeing you again.
No.
Or it could be drugs. Is he on drugs?
No. No.
Well, then what is it? Please, I need to know. I'm 4.5 months pregnant. Andy was thrilled at first, but then... I have to know. If you want me to beg, then yeah, I'll beg.
Julia. Listen, I shouldn't have come. It's a mistake. I came here. I was looking for some answers as well, and all I've done is made things worse. I'm very sorry.
Do you know, Andy might have changed, but you're still the same cold-hearted bitch you always were. My only consolation is that he didn't go back to you.
Liz, I thought you'd gone home. But there is nothing more we can achieve tonight.
Yeah, and what about the girl, Beth? What about Julia as well?
Forget about Beth. Forget about Marshall, right? There's only one thing you need to find out. Now go home. Phone a doctor, phone a helpline. Talk to somebody. Talk to your family, friend. Talk to me, even. Sooner or later, you're going to have to find out.
Yeah. Yes, I shall.
Liz, don't...
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I need a blood test.
Take a number, please, and take a seat over there. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's incredible he can do so much damage and there's nothing we can do about it. We can't even hold him much longer.
You're not throwing in a towel, are you, Sarge?
No. The hospital says we'll be able to talk to Ali later. What I'm hoping is if we can get one person Marshall's had sex with to give evidence against him, then...
Does that include Liz?
No. And anyway, that was 18 months ago.
You need to press really hard on the cotton.
Morning.
It would only be as a last resort, but it is something we might have to consider.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had it then, yeah, I'll testify.
Obviously, we hope it doesn't come to that.
No. Right, where do we start?
Well, Ali you know about. Beth refuses to take a test. She'd prefer to live in hope. Sorry, I didn't...
It's all right, Sarge. I had it done this morning. We get the results shortly.
Good.
So where does Beth live?
Well, I mean, I think you're better off waiting for Ali. There's no way that Beth's going to change her mind.
Yeah, but we definitely know now he's HIV positive.
Yeah, well, she always assumed he was.
Yeah, but Sarge...
No, I gave my word.
What?
I had to protect the family.
Look, this is the only
She tried to commit suicide yesterday. Her husband doesn't even know she's on the game.
Duncan said Ali is still unconscious. Crystal's disappeared. Beth is our only chance. Or do we put Auntie back on the streets just because of your honour? Sarge.
Oh, great.
Beth.
Held your promise for several hours. Is that a police record?
It's my fault. DC Rawton. The situation's changed, Beth.
Yeah, it's changed all right. Neil.
Come on.
Neil.
Beth, believe me, we wouldn't be here unless we really needed your help. I mean, look what this man is doing. He's destroying people's lives.
I don't want to think about him ever. This is my mess, so please just go and leave me.
Unless we can get somebody to press charges, we're going to have to let him go.
Let him go.
What, so that he can go on doing this to somebody else?
How do you think Neil feels now he knows where the money's being coming from, eh? And now you want me to tell him that I might have got AIDS from it? Now he's safe. He's staying safe. And if that's selfish, then fine. Because I don't give a toss what you think. You haven't got a clue.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't understand why. I mean, why Auntie, why anyone would want to do this. If we could just get inside his head.
Look, we need evidence, Liz, not answers. We've got less than 2 hours before his final review. Unless we come up with something quickly, we're going to have to let him go.
But isn't that the whole point? Sarge, look, if we are going to have to let him go, then surely, if we can find out why he started, why he does this, then maybe we could get him to stop. Isn't that the main thing?
OK, let's go and see his wife.
It's a waste of time. I've already been to see her.
When?
Last night. Look, Sarge, I know I should have
Oh,
told
but we've got 2 different agendas here.
No, we haven't.
Liz, I can't believe you did that. You could have jeopardised the whole... Look, I don't even pretend to understand what you're going through. But I really think you ought to take the rest of the day off.
What?
In fact, the rest of the week.
Look, Auntie left without any explanation. Julia doesn't even know he's got HIV and would never suspect in a million years. I mean, neither did I.
Did you tell her?
She's 4.5 months pregnant.
Oh.
I was just about to tell her, and then when she mentioned that, well, I just couldn't.
Right, I'm going to go and talk to her.
Sarge.
Look, you weren't straight with her. What makes you think she was straight with you?
Thought you might have forgotten about me. You're gonna have to let me go soon. Where are the lovely ladies?
Duncan, it's Liz. Any news on Ali? OK, let me know.
It must have been after I got pregnant. Well, because before that... Well, I can guess what you've been told. It's just that once Andy was married, he was different. He really was. We were together the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to settle down. We agreed to start a family, but then I got pregnant so soon after the honeymoon. I was so sick. 24 hours a day. I couldn't even make it to the bathroom on my own. I couldn't be there for him.
I'm sorry, did you lose your first child then?
I'm still pregnant.
When did you get married?
That's 6 months ago. Why?
So I have nothing. When you and Andy were... You said he was married?
Yeah.
Well, who to?
Julia.
No, they've only been married 6 months.
What? Hey, Sarge, I don't understand.
He had HIV and he knew it. So why me? Why pick on me?
This was Sunday.
Yeah.
Would you recognise him again?
I'm not you're thinking. I was stupid, I deserved it.
No.
But no one deserves that. I don't deserve it.
Of course not.
Join the club. That's what he said.
Now, how did you know that he meant HIV?
Because he wanted me to know. It's like a message right in my face. There, now you've got it. But I gave it right back, scared the crap out of his little wifey, or whatever she was.
And you got the number off his mobile phone, yeah?
Yeah. Home, it said. I ran from my place because I really wanted her to phone the police. I wanted her to find me so I could tell her exactly what the bastard had done.
You all right, Ali?
Yeah. Yeah. I get by with a little help. From my friends.
She's been injecting. She's hardly had time to come round. She's already arranged a fix. You know, if she's positive, they're going to say it came from that.
No. No. He did it. I'll say he did it. Because he did. And the words. Join the club. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit.
Well, her statement's good enough for me.
Can I have a go at him then, Sarge? I mean, I am the one who knows him best.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry if that sounds hard, Liz, but it's the truth.
Mr. Marshall?
Yes?
Liz Rawton, we met a while ago with Andy.
Oh, the policewoman.
Yeah, that's right. Do you mind if I have a word with you?
Look, I believe in the sanctity of marriage, Miss Rawton. If this is about the breakup of my son's marriage, then I'd rather you didn't.
What?
Then he's not going with you again.
No.
That's not what he told me.
Mr. Marshall, I can promise you, me and Andy... No.
When did you know you were HIV positive, Mr. Marshall? Don't you think your wife would like to know that? She is expecting your child.
I bet you've told her now, haven't you?
She knows your HIV status, yes.
That was a pretty shitty thing to do.
Mr. Marshall, do you understand why we're all here?
She needn't worry. You've just frightened her for nothing.
Really?
She hasn't got it.
How can you be sure?
Because I know.
What about the others?
That's their lookout. They knew the risks.
You see, I don't think you really believe that, Mr. Marshall.
Then how do you think I got it?
How did you get it? Your wife told me that she had very bad morning sickness. Now, is that when it happened? I mean, I can understand that. Out of a moment of frustration, despair, just for comfort, you go to a prostitute. Out of sheer bad luck, you become HIV positive. I mean, how can you possibly stay at home? Your wife's pregnant. Why should you suddenly start practicing safe sex? You can't bear to tell her. So you just leave. No explanation. But let's face it, Mr. Marshall, you knew the risks. You can hardly blame others when you didn't take any precautions yourself.
I was drunk. I barely even remember. But why on earth didn't she... she must have known. She must have known.
When did the positive results come through?
Last week.
And since then, how many people have you slept with?
10.
And before that?
2025.
All prostitutes?
My wife had great difficulty having children. After Andy was born, she had a number of miscarriages.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When she finally was pregnant with Andy's sister, she was confined to bed. Poor little Andy. He'd been the centre of attention for so long, it was a bewildering time for him. And that's when he started. He had a number of fits.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very frightening. Literally foaming at the mouth. We didn't know what to do. They got worse and worse. It was a difficult time for all of us, as you can imagine.
Yes.
And then my wife caught him,
What?
putting soap in his mouth.
Can I see Sergeant Ackland, please?
See if I can find her for you. Do you want to wait inside?
I won't be too hard on yourself, June. I mean, even if you confessed, you wouldn't stand a cat in hell's chance with your only witness being a junkie.
Sarge, Beth's in the front interview room. She wants to give a statement. She said Marshall's the only possible source, the only one she had unprotected sex with.
Yes!
She's gone. She said she couldn't wait.
No! Sarge! It's a lie. It's a big fake. What? He hasn't got it. Tell me about your medication, Andy. Is it combination therapy? What pills do you take? How many times a day?
I don't know exactly. I have it written down.
None of these strips have been opened, Andy. You don't have it, do you?
What?
I know about the soap, all right? How you used to fake fits to frighten your parents. Well, that's certainly got them worked up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've spoken to your dad.
That's clever. Because he's dead.
No. But your mother is. That was the last time you did it, wasn't it? You had everyone there thinking you had epilepsy. You even stole someone's tablets, just like you have now.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Who's Mr. P. Branch?
What?
These tablets were prescribed to him. I found them amongst your things. But you wanted me to find them, didn't you? Just like you wanted me to find that wedding ring. Like you wanted us to find the mobile phone. You wanted us to find them because you wanted to be found out. When you think you're being ignored, you just can't cope, can you? Like a little child. You wanted me to think you were married. Have a big scene and then prove it wasn't true. Well, that must have been a huge disappointment to you, was it? Because I wouldn't play along.
What is she talking about?
How did you feel when Julia got pregnant? How did you feel when Julia got ill?
You were a lousy shag, Liz. You really were.
You storm out. She's so ill she can't even follow you. Well, that must have hurt, must it? You wanted her to suffer for that, didn't you? Yeah, and she did. She really suffered. All those telephone calls, thinking you were HIV positive.
No.
You like to see the fear in women's faces, don't you? They can't ignore you then, can they?
What? Tell her I'm HIV positive. Tell her, for God's sake.
You haven't got it.
You know, you're the one who's in denial, Liz, not me. Because you really should get yourself tested.
Your blood donor card, Andy. So you tell me how you've got a brand new, up-to-date one.
You're a bitch, Liz. Grade A prize-winning bitch. Think you're clever. Thought you could just walk out. Ignore me as if I was a piece of dirt. I think I've had the last laugh, don't you?
Having unprotected sex with prostitutes. One of which we know is an intravenous drug user. Well, you may not have been HIV before, Andy. But there's a bloody good chance you are now.
I don't know what to say. Look, I thought I might go and see Beth. And then maybe Ali. I mean, it's good news for them at least. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
All units, Sierra Oscar, the section of railway nearest to Tedder Lane, reports of somebody playing chicken on the line. Any unit deal?
Oh, no!
Any luck?
Beth! Beth, get off the line! Get off the line! Get off the line! Beth, get off the line! Beth, no, get off the line!
Right. Sign there, please.
The dead woman had 2 small children, Mr. Marshall. Although I understand such details mean nothing to you. There'll be an inquest into her death. And at that inquest, I will be giving my opinion as to exactly why I think she threw herself under that train. I personally will move heaven and earth to make sure that every member of the press is there. You wanted attention, Mr. Marshall. You're going to get it.
And by the way, your wife declined to come and pick you up. Cass?
This way.
He's gone. We're not leaving it at that, Liz. It'll go straight on file up to the CPS.